engage lawyer ni nyuma doso campaign so mo a she me lawyer no say Kofi Money Power me no mu wia lawyer William Kosi ene lawyer Jojo Pon Baba Tenase na yedi nkomo. We are going back to our discussion on NPP's 2024 manifesto. Nancy as nkofo nkomo yesu me fidiama ye ni nyina ko di se ye cheche galamse ne ye defending some ne nkono ba na niema papa we manifesto no as ye ni afri so I am done with galamse issues no ende anopay bidi hunkomo we I am done the fictional economy. We are going back to discussing the policies, the programs, the vision of His Excellency the Vice President of the Republic, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. How many days to 7 December? 54 or 3? 54. Okay. So 54, so 53 days be do one. Me mama che,
ya Josu,
moye.
Ya hoye pa.
We can not say.
Boko, ti sapin for nantie no.
Aso mo die ne bi.
Boko.
Nya so a, ka mai da so hunu na ye. So am me un je say awo nya ye bia sa no tititi mu de hunu ya tifia ha no pa wano chochocho kunkunkunkunku awia yeso wawo na se no bia wo de asa wo ne ya sa
ya na ye awo ye no ne ka no wanti a obeka so se awo ya awo ye.
Oh, okay, all right, me pacho yankwe na ye ni komo ani aba no pay na ya ma ya tiefo nyina chesa no na chese ya kai mu se ya be po ya senti ya po ya se dia wo ya akwada wo de ya frɛ no Cal Kids wo ya opani a wo no so wo de no ya frɛ no Pepsodent Shako anoni aposia be ma o se fita na enya ahoden no etimi de abodompem o se ntutu basa nti obi ankopa bi mfa akwada de ma pani na mfa pani de so ma akwada obi anyene de na mu afi bubu ano na chese ene ma nkoso wano yewia ni ase bra na ebeje Exodus Moringa capsules and afe Exodus Dandelion capsules say no mienu e topa ye na yenom no mienu we mienu anopa awia so saa anwumre no ine saa na ebe ni pedie no adwuma friti so besi una ase na esiesia ma immune system support ni pedie no benya hode de tie yade bia tututumri kai na kopa bi na esa yade bia da ebo ni pedie amanfo di ho adanse ntententenya asem ketwa na wo se diabetes ni aduru wo se pressure ni aduru yade aka wo se ni aduru tutumri ka kopa Exodus na abeba be di adanse hu sampa ye waduro ene ye waduro na edu krogen no ene Exodus ko be bi eto bidro kopa bitu anase fre doctor ewo 0544 447033 0544 447033 and 0537 456665 0537 456665 Yako Wontumi aintasem eba so kwese de be nwumre no nakosi nunum so eya waresem efise medwuma mu nsensem anase obi ayebu kata no na wo de aba na ansa na beba no producers ne be di akiri na wonuma ye hwehwemu hu se asem ne di kansa na abetoro dwasede ama aso ne abedwafo atenasa kan wasem number abetimi di afa wonum aye 0533 811 512 0533 811 512 ana 0539 022 357 0539 022 357 Ruta natural products aya bibidro na aya nomiensa aya djuma senkonya no na Food and Drugs Authority any FDA yenhwehwemu 2023 say edro ben na bo my Ghana de hye pa hwehwemu no beto dwa say eye Ruta natural products Ruta mixture no etu malaria ade asese deku na Ruta tonic etu typhoid ade ase na Ruta live ende abedi tosify ni pedua no eduane odi ya entumi anya bia nka be hye so ma cheko akwa ya de bia bro no ebe huru ni na efra huru fi bia firi pedua nim ahuru ya de bia na ne amanako na ewia ama oni pedua na hode ya immune system supporter ebe boa ko be bia twa bido na ko bisa pebito ana ase fre doctor ewo 0244 485632 0244 485632 Polytank papa nunie so petank ade be kura wunsia ye kan fo polytank na ma won finhye dua sanie adaso ye adwuma enkoto
tank bi a ye kosesa bola so rubber anani dia kwakwesi ose tank da bi ye kanfo papa mawa na eye poly tank ano ne yesi kokwaje bi na emwo ye bedi di yesode anope ya yesi emfa efumpa nhye mebo ana enti si ye bedi di nso dia na kanfo dia ne pa ne bema wo ohu eye Kivo 4 in 1 weye gari esi chire wom nkatie wom nido esa wom ene de ama wo 4 in 1 dia bio wo mpewe na apede office adwuma fo wo kwa fa bi gu bag mu wo ko officer wadi bi esukufo hia bi akwantufo hia bi adwumafo nyina drafo fitafo mesinfo ne obi hia bi ka oje bi a wankasa be unsampa udi abedi adanse e kamfo ko shop bi supermarket bia na so ko pebi neto na wo ba won so oba abedi adanse Emulate Herbal Supplement. Apostle Dr. Safo Kantanka no the African Star. Ono na ye fidie kasa chire fidie ma fidie ni adwuma. Oti ka mu ka ne se so mebo so oti ase. Aha. Enti wo ye fidie wudo bebre no oti ase no hu so oh. Se mi ye fidie bebre be nyina ni pedie ni anwode an fidie be den. Ano nti ana wa ye aduro no so be kasa chire yade na na fi widie mu amanako. Na no Kantanka Herbal Pharmaceutical and Research Center FDA for Ajatum WHO Ajatum ya won ma hwehwemo hu se bibidura du kogyan etumi se nyadewa hudo nyina bi immune system supporter Kantanka do de ye ha ho kra nka wasem na wankasa kotobe di adanse yade mpo a ye modi wo bedwamu no se do we ye bi no mo no ebetu asema ho atɔ na ya na ne dimbo na ye ya de bia antikope bi ko be bia to bido bia ko bi sase wo pe Emulate Herbal Supplement anasa for Apostle Dr. Safo Kantanka ewo 0535 112873 0535 112873 ana 0303 966429 0303 966429 afi yebeto aba to aba panemu na ye to aba bia keke ye to number 1 no ene Dr. Mahmoud Baumia owani so ade hunu mapamo my Ghana na digitization a wodi abai enam no so ena e pharmacy aba itimi di tonro bia ye hia bia wo bra nchinkimre sanso ena mobile money interoperability say utimi send sika edi free network for so the coffee for so sounds na timi edi ho asomdwe mu a office nhihye ya ye di egu akwamu a ebo my Ghana drone zipline medical drone ono ana dia ba say ama yarsa aye fofofofofofo na ogusu ye ne ma bebre no woni so ade hunu mapa ama my Ghana enti menu mienu no my Ghana da chinti ene yase o koto ba aya atoma number 1 Dr. Mahmoud Baumia MPP am yeko frank ekurafo no na o hyehyɛ panso ede ma menu mienu na eno nti ne yekamfo dia ma wo the luckiest draw no ni na unso dia no pa na opesika dia tubotomu a ene no obomodia no afa tetefo no so enya mfinhyedu nwotwede kronkon ade a eno ansa wo dale *712 hash yes subio *712 hash unya dale a raffle draw no na se wudi a onye sika dia tubotom na odi atu anamon ye be ko de bokata no so ni wia ya de aka abeto so
right yanko 10
de bokata do be jaso na no penity no kon sisi de kotodwe na beti na batwa na bakore na poso be du fia ye twenti ya ka no O B D ni a kira se obia bedidi ame peche daily graphic yesuma no ache pa na nso nkoduru nti asosoma no bi ne hwei yesuma no ache pa na nso nkoduru daily graphic the bokata anopayin semo a wode ebre atiefo ani ahwefo nyina enie na daily graphic ba ya wohwei kwa umanhene yana na kwa umanhene ani ase ADB board chair na nka woye no sese wode djumedi ato ensensem bia koso ne so bobo bia eno no ekoso no eno wasem ewo daily graphic the bokata mu se unya bi na okenkan a obemu sensem nyina ewo honom sanso ana watch say STEM innovation no 2024 asha ase ne due eno nso wasem ewo ne ese aban ede nhihye pegu akwam a wode bo ase de be ya emra ye no mo bi etimi kotu fum agudie ewo forest kwaye mu no ano nso ye be yi free ho suhum enso ɛne ɛse nsɛm bi kɔ so hɔnom nti yɛtu ɔman Ghana de hyɛ nyinaa afo yɛsɛ yɛntwe ho ɛmfa mfiri ɛyɛ asɛm bi a hɔ ba bɛka na ɔma no huhuhu wɔbɛrɛ asɛm no nye hu ɛno so wasɛm wɔtufo ɛwɔ hɔ
Mami nsom ɛwɔ Chronicle Breso Sem de obokrata ne mu na Dr. Mahmoud Baumiano pe ni mfonyini ɛda krata ne mo no musa na ensɛm a ɛka nyina ɛne sɛ na economy no a na ɛwɔ ntwetwede no sisi ade egyina ne naso pa anope ɔmamba papa bi na kenkan na ɔkyehene so ɛna anope krata ne kyemu sɛ emfinhye aduonu num ɔbɛtena bendua so no sisi ade wahyɛ ho fa ɛno so ɛwɔ ha sei ɛna face innovation ho nsɛnsɛm no a yɛsi nyankopɔn ya dom a ɛne ya ɛhyase anope ne nyina mbo no Chronicle Breso Sem de obokrata no ɛna de no so ebaye ebehwimu
yanko daily guide obokata ne yanko hwe ɛna no pay di ono so ade brɛtiefoɔ ɛne ahwɛfoɔ na daily guide nie we de kimpaluta ni no yɛse abaye hyehyɛ sonko sɛ de bɛ akwaye no wɔbɛtumi abɔ ho ban ɛno wasɛm ɛda animu ane yɛse nipa mienu bi East Legon kwanhyia yɛ kɔɔ so no na ɔtwa wie yi mu no nipa mienu afam atɔyaya ɛno wasɛm ɛda hɔnom ana afe Yes, German Business Association, Unma Anana, Napa, Unma Shannon Munyam, and no one some on. And yes, Moody for you, Munum, Ghana economy. They said, yeah, a Simotoe, so a Simotoe, Adam Joe, a Gina Yipa, and was some Elha, and yes, say little operators be so. Yes, they say Ura Sami Ukuna, Unu bonus of war. And also, a delegate of Bokata and someone, and I don't pay what by Kata Fred Tosomi and Sandy and Kikauna Chese, San Semina.
Mami som ewo Ghanaian Times de obokrata and Sambia no pay, and I don't pay me the chow ewo krata and the musha in him on the moa. Krata Fred Tosomi and San and a Bohamania, who someone now ye. Esi ya enipa nwɔtwe atwa na nanom won se do ya nina efa akwanhia na we no eye two different akwanhia mienu ena nipa nwɔtwe afemu ato a eyare hosem pa ena afe wo hwe ni manom nso a ye mampeni na nado danko akufo ado ena ebo ɔkyehene abaso pa se ne moa ene ne kasa kyera wo kasa ede kyereti memofo se de be yi a ye bebo ye kwae bretu no ho bra no pay Ghanaian Times de obokrata ebo ho amane
and a young called the Daily Dispatch the Bokrata way one also no pay wo buy na wo buy ya Kadna Peter Pia Texan and one also the atuja chese obepepa se mampeni abedi eche onwu Dr. Baumia ene mampeni dada enso wonu be he na onwu Pope Francis no motutu omanamon edina na mochi nti ho asem eno no nti ho asem ana eda krata no animu na ya de ani a chance fufuro mu wo kyese Ashanti ni voter no polling stations no in Ashanti ni voter no aka wasem o krata mu ana ya na dom ahene nso ade atodwa kyese agenda 111 no na kyese ni timia ne kesini wo ho kakra nanso Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wa kyerɛ sampa ubetumi ayo no aya ma yiye nanso ho asem eda ha ho abasobɔ eda krata no anim and you say citizens app no so no ebeboa ama revenue etimi akoso pa
okay aso then I dey to aso na
ya
good no fa yaboafo na aka nso so part we will do it tomorrow
Gasto Mr.
na Gasto Mr. Yefu yade adro tatahwe yefu ye ya no agbomode akopa bi na aboa papa sa we yefu mu na ehwie wonya ulcer na yefu yade adro paade any Gasto Mr. Bano emfijikom hawo ani amane na dro ne yefa ne say Menso Plus Mr. na dodo asese ba na ntumi ma ana say bia ba wote yaw ba hawo ni amane bi wo ho a eno asa kwa akopɛ Menso Plus Mr. afa mema na asa wo dwonso age so chem odwonso ne nyina ntumi ma odwonso ntantam ne ade a Mr. Plus Mr. Titumi kana ko ba bi ato bi do ko pe bi to anasa frɛ 0248 778899 0248
778899 it's also part 2 na china on
na the birthday wishes no about 49 minutes after 7 lawyer mie atenase meneno emra emedin komo Wontumi 101.3 Wontumi radio Wontumi TV on Facebook na inti Her Excellency the second lady
Nibibia Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia a ono ankasa tete no odi efutupa edi ahyele ntuo wa hyele na kwanpa nimdie eni nyansa na mencha de MPP ekoli ne obetu franka de aho onu ni lese onu enfamaga na mencha ira edi aho ntino so esi de bose oba de kujadana sempre so papa ana de dan ko for the president edi na bedroom so e so na wo kujibu magana afa into my pefra ni juma elisha emagana emasante sansele papa ensure and then ensure and I'm money be true the way no so able over asante mind na Alhaji Baumia so them say a man and no mine in the program. So they should share that. Away from the mama, the science of the is in the yeah, you Kosaba, my race cut your children, we will get it with the social canal Kosaba now. And maybe so we Juma, and then you have paid for it. I don't know, one girl and then in school free. Now see the next level, they say they create teachers at their mom. Now so that teach you over 1 million digital jobs. They're doing us until 9 in check. Well, in some media way, because they also in free high. Now teach you and now him. Maybe as Nancy. Maybe Nancy. Say, we can't about me. I feel nothing. And then I will do something. Masada Papa say, Ebadana. Miss Baker said, it's uncoming. Ebia this one, Ebia Swan. So the Bible was one. Into 2 9. I so. We have a teacher every day. We have seen another 2 so we so and then you so I just so I can't listen to me yes sure I sent my dear and you sent I sent my shirt Ghana here now maybe I'm going to be a Santo. You say, we show you to the DNA or my area. So, it's here, and we are about this. Someone we pay insurance for Grandma Asante in Ghana. It's so sad.
NPP parliamentary candidate Odotobri constituency lawyer Marching Akwaba.
Yeah, medasi. So we are no pay.
And pay your dear shy, what do me?
But that's my baby, no problem.
I was your fool Odotobri now. Great.
Sorry, and table be the
Nanko Passy. And the Penami Busa Fuku say, constituency no wabɔ ne din sɛ Odoto Bri ɔsɛ Mensin no kuropɔn ɛyɛ Jakubu Mensin din de sɛ ya no te hɔ hɛmanim me pɛ sɛ ɔboa metie for no mahwɛfo ano pɛi na Odoto Bri constituency no ɛfa he kosi he na wuduru ɛwɔ manso amansie mpɔtem hɔ no ma na woduru Odoto Bri mu
yo won kasa mu no am say ubisa foku ase mem say minim so ye ano a Mansin no ye Amansie Central District district capital no ye Jakubu na Jakubu no na wo bo a nipa bebre nim nti most of the time obi ho a onyira Jakubu kura no wo district ma o se me wo Jakubu ana me ko Jakubu sana nipa ne bebre kind of but bian ya ye nim ho no ana se nipa o mo free ho de omunim say Amansie Central District Odoto Bri constituency na ye ne bekwai ebohye eno boase bohye ye ne dunkwa ebohye ene ye ne manso enso bohye enti wo hwa wo free anwan kwanta kono uko udu adowa udu safu krom na urem adowa electoral area ho na sha sie free ebi so wo adankrenya hene nsa ase so udu afo akogya nchi na wonsa left na afo akọ etuamu akwa ekopem bepotentin Aisha famous Aisha bepotentin no ho
German bepotentin
udu boase a udu akrokere ho constituency ho na ejai kakra na asan akwa akotoa so ewo Epitisu junction akopem bepotentin Esun ye one of the biggest constituencies war Ghana Samri
Tinanwa ye about to come secretary din omuwie na nipa do say na atwere omudi a we are expecting them to come and vote on 7 December.
To say there were over 55,000 voters, registered voters, and the word to be.
Wow. Constituency what you might say?
Very interesting question. Constituency no what you might know enough from. Menga say adding. Adwuma no so na minim say ya tutu ya nneema ye ya hyehyɛ nneema ye a we so benkum we so nifa na ebetimi aye na babia mpanyimfo aye adwuma edu no yetimi ama district no mutena aye de aye kama emu adwuma ye no from from education, from infrastructure in general, taking into consideration the size and enough of you must really be determined. Something must be pushing you. And sana what me aka say upese we adwuma bi etise because enough of with a lot of the constituency subi ubetime the one day at all. Even asukwa na wo ba baby to say Odoto Bri ebutwe mu wa enti wo say wo koto a na obeko ni year you need about 7 days. In terms of the geographical size, but on the population wise, asukwa is about 150,000. Yeah, they slightly above 55,000. But adwuma wumpa na minim se eno so nti na MPP aban say Ghana for emma MPP aban akwanya na yembesom na yentoa so yenya adwuma pa ayeye nti with a political party like MPP wo we need as wo wonnim se adwuma no so but wabemu so maybe na no minim say adwuma no so but at the back of my mind minim say me wo party kese pa ebo mechi dom nti ye be adwuma no.
How do you assess the rate constituency and say district no at the developing?
The rate is not bad. Menka say it's excellent, but say wo hwe ne kese in terms of the geographical size. The resources available. I was say ye didi jumedi make I say enye bad, but we can do better. nti ye kɔ ye nimu yi no minim sɛ ye bɛbɔ mɔden pa bɛbɔ mɔden.
So to you then I will feel say I was saying ya nye and I say the NCA ya kɔ ya am I intimate to Bricanco baby wasn't consuls and I said district nedru and that you are coming to correct it.
There was say ye baako a minim sɛ mpanyinfoɔ edi ho nkɔmɔ several times. Even at a point in time there na minim sɛ nkɔmɔ ɔmo no aba wie ya ne sa nti na nigye aba entimi amma so ene sɛ district no ana sɛ constituency no ɛso pa. If you look at Ofabuasi East and West na I can tell you that in terms of the geographical sites Odotobri so saying Obuasi East and West. Enti ememu adwuma ye no a little bit easier as compared to Odotobri. Enti going forward my expectation and I say o ka say de na nke wose ya anye yenche constituency no yenche mu na obi yem adwuma ne nsa entimi ensoso but then minim say the timing resources in asefo was an issue enti a empanyinfo entimi anchem regardless na no nkyere say empanyinfo anchemu a yenyemu adwuma na yen improve upon the lot of Amansie Central for because empanyinfo bebre aba o ma ye adwuma no mesome ba betoa so whether ye chemo ya anchemo the work is there to be done o be pa adwuma no wonim se we na da ho constituency ne ti say nipa dodo say na wom how we na wom enti magia to me ho so se meye na minim se ye beye so mana ye together with the center and I said Dr. Mahmoud Bahomia oba ohwe doctor so na niswa di hunu o de ba me hunu say this time around we can do more, we can do better ewo Odotobri enti assuming kra say aban enya anchemu a I think that I have an advantage this time around as compared to mpanyinfo a idi kan no enti metimi aye more, metimi aye better than we have done previously.
Constituency nesun I was say chemu and I said district nesun yen chemu but you earlier on said say there are a lot of resources available ewo honum and they need intimi nyusu ni yie in develop constituency no.
You see another interesting question and we bisano in terms of resources you will be you will gold timber there are 5 other minerals that have been discovered sure say Ghana ha obiya te ho asem but
5 other minerals
yes, that is work
apart from gold.
Yes, that
5
is
other
that
minerals.
I am in the process of yes
I see.
And you know resources there you will be now just like say enka oil ya bay aye na ye dibi for instance with the mining there are several mining companies over there, there are several timber firms over there, but these are individual businesses ankore running o tua ne taxes o tua ne workers ka na ode the infaso akofie akoma ne directors anase one ne yere ne mba so what you see na seke ya dia ekoba say the resources are eba a percentage ye beja ne mansin no mu a enke ye nyamobo enke ye besiesie ho asen kan so what you see and I think that in the next government one other thing I was here consider and say what resources are at the end of the day a bois or minor we should benefit to an extent I was here a percentage young kasa yedi besiesie ye fie yedi bebo ye bra because at the moment apart from say obi ye adwuma wetua tax na mention no are benefited from tax no something like say obi to the gold we're trying to timber, we process gold or the copy MMC. Where do we come in? Your percentage, Of course, there is also the corporate social responsibility. It was a Numaku and as individuals did you mediate Tesano, but my question is, how many of individuals and Numaku you may say a constituency no man district no and a perform corporate social responsibility.
And so I want to
assuming assuming cross or more performer, is it properly done? Are they doing the right thing? So what I say, if we say on a daily basis, maybe it is a trapiasi. We do trapiasi and you now we hit timber cars line. So we're ready at 12 free. Trapiasi Abakumasia. I think that a Nema we move over. You better say near Numakuno Akani ye. We want to have evidence, proper evidence, physical evidence of corporate social responsibility. And your lawyer, Mena Medeba, a Yense, we are here for any South Asia. A Jumo more yeno. Meaning said ni pay 1 man sin or more employee be more year jumani be. But emphaswa a was a man sin no enyano. Ya be pesi ye be huni ye. And I
think they are not that accountable to concerns in ye.
You see, what I'm saying is that so obi yakra na is the person doing the right thing. Eh? Who try timber now but cement mammy send your corporate social responsibility. if you look at if you look at the distraction to our roads, if you look at the inconveniences at times we connect timber na at net the quem so what I say any the volume of cash a free one. Assuming you make your friend is saying 100 cities a year, now bring me 50 pesos. So why not? And who is accountable for that? Who is looking at that to make sure Kwame Tano Krum and ye chatim banifri and Ajumedi and ye dinner. Ye nitrium, ye who say we are urban a sumbo.
Over the years, effort amount for no nananom opinion leaders Oheneba and make you say and come on ye didn't know and ka ebeko ebesino say
nananom bom homodi committee for bom homodi timemu for bom homodi wontimi mma emma medi dwumadi bia wo ho wa bra empanyimfo wo krom ho ene wontena se enyan hyehye. But me nyansem no, if I should say it bluntly, the American is iswa. E was a ye tenase ni yetimi hunu dwuma wo ba bedi no e bia dwumadi a wo ba bedi bosumi bia na wo bewie ana sika wo ho a wo kwa akofa timbe wo akofa over a period of 20 years. There na we are my look at AGC. Of course, AGA is a very, very big and very, very lucrative business. But may ye comparison in terms of percentage wise what they do for Obuasi. Ubecho ani bebia AGA is doing something. Fadie omoyema omani na kura tonche. So what I say. The last time na me nam Obuasi highway so na me call me call me constituency no, but just after Obuasi in Shia so on the right hand side me mrantia no ba kwa me no na mo so omo call police station ho. So we drove up Edu me see the anyway a guest house and a hotel and I said see there be a police station. You see the entire edifice equipment woman bia woman AG and a You should see it. Sa police station mean who be Ghana ha. Aye Obuasi Inshia so anyway. Very, very, very beautiful edifice. And this is just a fraction of the Omoye. So what I see. And you see, AG, you know, Wontumi mfane ho ni bebre because ne nkrata mu no aban ani tue mu. Na
de also ye aban ni echi.
De obutimba no. Yenim ne nkrata mu. Nti oba no no betas was metal bags 27 metal cement 20 bags.
I still want to ask say omanfo no hunu say eyo mu nyina sade so mbehwehwe amasa adenesi na say they think you be responsibility to be pushy sa omocha fa wo mu no ede ama wo mu. And how does it affect their voting pattern?
You see obi ho kura mfa no. Obi so ho bega sa mo no ansa mo ye adwuma mo bai mo mai hwe. So what you see? Bottom line. What businesses give to us? Meji say iswadodo. Iswa. But nina so no make say education of Sayjumedian ehia. The receiver was what here. The giver, which is the company or the individual as well. Oh yeah, Jumano. I was so TSC. No one say, eh, na said here. Just like payment of tax. Ghana for pay tax to ya. Who say tax to ya a punishment. Enti sika na a leaky before Dr. Baumia ideas. Eba be boa a talk akra no. Esopa. So what you see. And it's all because Bebre TSC said ebi the bicycle they won't ya where the tax they won't ya. You know what I'm talking about. A lot of people avoid it. A lot of people even evade it. On that note, there was a kakra or see a education kakra. The same as corporate social responsibility. Yentimi nyai dwumadi no emmo aban ko aso. Aban dwumadi a wo di ene aban sika ekura no enso bibia at the same time. But there are smaller businesses down the ladder which has to be corrected. And no na yen ye betimi akase yaje ye di siesie ye nkuro no kopem se aban sika ebeso yeso ana ibeduru yeso for certain aspects of development.
Iso ba yemu mra shebedwani. What is the assurance? Say collectively, together with them, you can change this narrative.
Yo.
Because me jidi ye pass all your campaign during your primary school, udi home komo, and the main campaign away you can udi home komo.
Me that say. You see, senior Mekaya, no, education, and your harassment. Until obi biara or ye juma. Ye be boachi dom ye be encourage you am why ye adwuma am adwuma no watimi aye ni ye adwuma no enyini no o fa nipa mo o tua nipa ka mo na mansini ni edi ye. But then ye be ma wate ase se da bi ensan hye bi a waye 10 years ago bi kura wonni so enhye bi a wo ye last year wonni so. We'll review it. We'll review it. Na sebi se wonim se enyumakuwa akese a ewo yenkuro nketewa mu no empempi no amoye patapa wo mu sisi nipa wo mu wo ho no wo wuntimi ngura ho ka ni twem a wuntimi nyina no wuntimi nkwahye no wo so be demonstration kura sebi ebia wonni confidence no a wo de koye if we say bia wonim se wo ya obema ho akire wo no. But then deeper won kronkitu they need a voice. They need a voice. I bekasa momo. They need a voice. I bedia momo. They need obia oba obehwe se peripere in terms of say wadwuma ekoso na yeso kakra wo se bae ho no ye nsa aka no say nipa no behwe etu ho anamo.
Now we are talking about resources a war men cinema I was say manfo enya so fa so na emma man sin etumpon the dimun kind pa e obi anim e good mining legal or illegal and komo a ahya ekoso o man no o manfo eto constituency wo no say no mudi nkomo ne bi
yo and komo a ekoso o man mu de meji say stop galamsey ho nkomo
yeah
and I work. Yes. But you see, in the first place, there was a ubi biara tiasi and say, Medie, Minyanse Muno, Galamsey is the slang or the tree word for mining. Okay. Mining and ye illegal. Ya womra ukrum ha a bo nipa ho ban ema o mining. And Komoi buy for some time now. We see me cost strike. We see young stop Galamsey. To be honest, my constituency for the year, and ya do manage home or many home for several reasons, and I'll outline the reasons. Reason number one, and they say there are a whole lot of people who are doing it legally. There are a whole lot of people who are documented. Our mumbu mrebiaso. Nti usi yambrani na you are wrong over there. Say nyuma no ena nipa bebre yede hwe omo yede ni omo ma omo yede bobra. Also, we have found out say nipa bi hye kire omo de ye politics. Say yemra say be ya nipa bia no aduane bebo omo na omo bu afu na omo ankoto aba. But fortunately, my constituency there ye together with the miners ye amanyokuo ana nipakuo a edi science money no enti the miners
some of your constituents think that obi enable tribu post obetu manu aduane agu
obetu manu aduane agu. Not just that, na adwuma no bo mo ekwam de wo mo a because aban and a baby operation ana aban and a baby enforce se munya adwuma no aban ho aye no ma 20 MPP. But we have found out for now minus akuma wofom. In fact, I have informed the leadership. I will meet the leadership. I will explain a lot of things to them. Memo Dr. Mahmoud Bahumia mining planner or more and the benefits. Of course, all certain places are nipa bi wonsuo so amudi nsemone. And I can assure you, more than half of those are wonsuo so yetototo. Omunye Ghana for. They are not Ghanaians. Na military. Ebi free Togo, Ebi free Burkina. Those two places. Na the military operation.
Lumi. Eno hunu say gold wo ayi tontokurum. Eno fa ka hwi no no a obia nche no kwan no no ababesi ho.
Yes, of course. Wamu re.
Adamu ya beifu ana. Adamu ya magicians.
Wamu remuda. You see, we have settler communities. Settler communities are abeko. Wamu ankasa boys na ankasa foreigners na ankasa yo madwuma. And if you are not aware, for the past 4-5 days, the military has embarked on a massive operation. Amoko praso akobra. A lot of these foreigners were driven away, their equipment either confiscated or destroyed. So what I say, that is where the fight was here. And you will be a I
think the operation should deal with the foreigners on our river bodies.
Why would you go and mine within the water body? And no na mention na say no. Na nye me constituency ebia omo wo numerous wachiri ho baby small scale mining. Majority of the small scale miners have been trained. Woma ko school, womunim the worms also did you know. And baby biara obeko bia task force wo aban paying for, we have a mining desk. Almost them mu. One more reso bia bedin juma pepepe. Na nsuo mo adwuma ne de. Even the small scale miners don't support it.
Yeah.
And that is where the target should be. And this whole mining brouhaha, let us streamline it. Don't stop it. Be to say taxes. Say my bushman for more Roman Hill. Or more Juma no muntia taxes. Not just a shops all Roman Hill in there was here cotum. When is that? Not just why I'm from Swakers here. What we should rather do, they say, yes, streamline it. Okay, taxes no obia also to saying why na behere emrebe no also mbetua dey na kire so obia tua. All these things, all these measures yemfamre mu. If you relate that to mining Dr. Eba oba enhyehyɛ bebre ho, even sika wo beje e dey akwa mining legally, it is available. Obeye de ye wo be kata asase no so uwia eto e wo ho watua bibia. Let us streamline it rather than say say yen cancel na nyumakuo bi so wo ho en nyumakuo na akura no NDC fo no hye kire etutugum yen ko strike. For instance, me te say GMA doctors ni pe bi hye kire a ni po om hye kire no kura no wo makodi sika di en o mo say nipa ne bia adwene se yen ko strike die nti a ensuo na say eno bekum nipa na doctors no ko strike dia enkum nipa. But I'm glad say at this point enyumakuo no bebre ate niama ase o menhunu say strike no, it's not the solution. Moreover, aban ye na dwuma operation aban aye na wotwe atwam no enye operation ketwa say what ase enti omo di nsemone na no omo jai wa wanyai so no aban echewo
o concerns no averagely nipa do be say na they feed on this mining activities.
I would say not less than 40%. Previously, it was mainly a farming area.
Yeah.
But of course, say mining naba no be betimi aye be legally. Ade na wonya ikuya na onkoye mining. Until we have a lot of people more mining musisi. It employs a lot of people within the constituency. And from my estimation, I would say more than 40%.
All right. For mene lawyer Anthony Mie and AD and Komei NPP parliamentary candidate Owo Odotobri about to Mpesiaso. Now yentisi for mayor politics ankasa. They said yeah, una wujem adema the new patriotic party. What are you doing practically? Say sitting there you are winning, but you increase our votes and then it will complement the other 275 constituencies in the na your presidential votes no push you to cross the 50% plus one.
Yo, the one that say about to us anywhere when him puntu ontinia to aba.
Yeah.
Puntu ontinia te political party. See the baba power. The be form near year juma na timamfo enya hoto. So basically what I'm doing, even though yento about the general election emma minyai, but I have started demonstrating to the people say ejuma na meti ase meti mi aye na meye ne yeso na Odotobri baby ampanyifo aye ejuma do no ya pagya mu akosoro amana sen baby a ewo no say o hwe ye nkuro nketewa no ma ente se ebi akumase Accra a Ghana water ho obi a connect bi akonifie enti at times ya na ensuo proper drinking water or clean drinking water ehon sem ha adwene enti after the primaries you know mashase me ye boreholes na wotwe ya akra ye be na aka ho okwa pitisu a ye tubi wo ho okwa patase ye tubi wo ho wokɔ jamte hunu ebi wo ho okɔ dance krom ebi wo ho enti we are making sure say dwumadia after the election nyame ya adom na o hyame ma me beye MP a meye no ma sha ase dada oba patase afuako junction a me ya astrotef ho me pai bo ne say astrotef no ebetimi a commission by latest November ebetimi a commission Besides, as you know, electrification project, aban no nkakra resources eni ho sa aban beka se meyi bosum yesi ho na nka ne yewo bia metwa atum no a maye bibia. So some communities are, as we speak now, baby wo ho service lines no empanyifo aye, baby wo ho transformers eni hia, baby wo ho high tension eni hia, baby biara electrification edu seseya here see a twice to be. I'm doing it. The people are aware, and it is just supposed to demonstrate to them, say, Ejumano, me ba, me ye. It is purely sacrificial. They say, it's anyway, no, me nye parliamentarian, into Ubia and Jamaica. It involves a lot. Say, we'll call several times. We'll call a minister. Ministers are very busy. Because I won't come to no. Number of times I have a power director ho ECG. We ba a form only consultant bekasa we a contractor friend is a foreman. One kasa we call who supervise. Even as at enra aye kwesiada. Telecommunication must. I wo kluba ko fresh man. I met with the engineers. Yes, I met with the engineers. Omoba dadie po no de yesie wie. Na gadgets a de bobo ho a ebema ometimi activate na network no aye papa no eno ho adwuma na ese o mo ye ba bi che numere so ho network issue ho, but baby a network issue wo bia no me die kire den na I am very very sure say ansan ye beto abakura na ye beso ni na we have about 6 areas ni na wo mu hia telecommunication mass ye aban asie wie. Nenso engineers no omonfa gadgets no emmetetare ho se ana bibia ise dondo kakraka bi bobobosoro bi so ayetia sa. That is the stage I had, but I'm in touch with NCA mama every assurance say even Numreso kura no before the end of this month or mobeso. Numreso is a big mining community, very densely populated. Nipa dome ho dosu ejuma wo ho ejuma ye brisk wo ho de aka ne se enki betimi anya telecommunication na wutimi ye phone call wutimi ko social media no bema amano an extra boost so what here and apart from water, apart from electrification, may telecommunication aspects waka ho eno free wa ye wo enyuma enkiti bi wo ho a masha se meye in terms of education na say ye man wo mu hia kasa kire a lot of them not that omu hunu baby omoko but ye ni wo mu ni nkomo enhunu baby a wo moko ne yaboa wo mu BC wo mo tro mekoni omoko kasai ma hyenkola no nkuran me pese in terms of enwumasua within the next 4 years ye be one of the best in the country. It ma show mo nkuran there is a limit aggregate between a certain aggregate and a certain aggregate. Wa obenya bia no, I'm giving you a free chop box, I'm giving you a free trunk, I'm giving you money to further your education. Also mpenyinfo mo SSS mo try exams omo so makwa akoshe mo ngran my mom promise we will do that in the next 10 years. Many swadi huno ne say me pese me hu a lot of doctors from the district, me pese me hu a lot of engineers, a lot of teachers, a lot of businessmen. Enti enwo mesua ya ade a say no me ba be shemu kinapa enu free ho the mock exams or matro say the last 2 or matro enina no for the entire constituency or district. I sponsored it from my own pocket. Enti jumedia e was midi na the electorate ana wo mo to about 55,000 plus no ehunu se papai ye de ye shebre shenen sa okwa obedi jumadie no ama ehun sunsuan so opa aba beka odotobre no masha ase dada. And I know that the way an niamasi kono translate into victory not only for the parliamentary candidate, which is myself, but also for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Great. And pay Mami Musa say na mo de mo yesu duade amam from the vote that we got 2020 and what we are seeking to get in 2024.
Percentage wise nyame wo ho inshallah yebekwa animo 85% of the votes yebompai MPP yebekwa ama both the presidential candidate and the parliamentary candidate.
What have you identified as challenges at ABA intimate mad ye came?
I was here yere ho ye adwuma unity ye here unity
and a motako
no ye ntanko but I was say adwene ekoban krom so what asie say woni ufiefu omusimu utu anamon na ukona wo yere so dabi wo se ye nkonkra wo so dabi me de meko ye friend say oboase a you are moving in opposite directions mo ahoden anka mo betimi aka bom in terms of resources e bia mo fa car baako mo pack mo suitcase se mo ye ntem se mo ko mo akwa do in one piece and safely no e wo form se mo divided attention and na se mo adwene nko ben kroma so that is what we need as a party. We have to be united. We have to be focused. Say okun aye kwa akoko no say ene ye kwa akoko no ubia de no ho behim ubia ntie ekire de nipa bi keka mento aba na mento aba no so no eno so oyene ye hu se NDC fo ni bi ena asha ase keka sa because ka MPP for the ye to aba pa but then they want to confuse some of the people say we dey ye nko to aba na ba akokura memete aya na ha me se obeti omuso kwan no ya nya ye nto aba mamu me nto aba. My question is kwan no last 2 years ya na ba ya na yewura mills wo ho na kwan no da ho yewura mahama wo ho na kwan no da ho mo ba e mo ntimi anye in terms of roads ya ye be same but the resources and the way our banks prioritizing no enye baby ya na kwan beko at the same time entino why all this confusion rather no are na woman meka de wu betimi aye so what you see enti MPP for amwo odotobri amansia central together with baby ya muntie so obi si won koto aba ye dachi ye mpuntu onti ne ye koto
aba and this came to mind. Have you found out averagely 2012 2016 2020 omua no mudin wo voter register ni mu but they didn't turn up to vote. Say nipa do say be at 2020 near will be 48,000 registered voters e be 40,000 e beto ye e be 2012 near will be at 30,000 e musi na beto ye and those who don't come apart from the what two coins say they were free mono what are we doing to get them? Because there's an MPP dominated constituency ti dodo wana e meto abando dodo wana aye dia
yeah what data ni na say wotim say wontim baby a wo beto abako say woti abontin and na wo beto ho we have it but for say yen reveal your strategy we
don't want to speak to it. I agree with you
but we have the data. We know everybody yenim obi biara wotim wa sori awoko say we free so obi free abontin na aba beto any baby a wo beto akobia and we are aware
we are
working on it now. One say no politics no assistant kakra acquire more of engaging interest groups any engaging the individual on a one-on-one basis until we have embarked on a door-to-door me ba okroma me wura dwuma bia mu me wura fie bia mu ansana mapon na yeguso ye de na wo kan pepepe ye ba ye nimo enti no se ehia se ye bechere wo ho a ye bechia oni atoa so ehia se ye tenase ne ne wotwetwe nkomo so a ye betenase ne ne watwetwe nkomo until we are doing exactly what you said.
I want to use the word interest now. You say na me busa this question na me jaw kwan. Where will your interest be? What type of MP do you want to be? MPR is always seen at the plenary chamber honum on his feet, speaking, talking, or joining a conversation or committee level or honum, or you want to be an MP who will be seen as an agent of development back home in the constituency.
You see, a Jumano a combination of the two.
Mm-hmm.
As a parliamentarian, first Juma is that you are a lawmaker. Inti parliament there, also will board you may na meboni ye so. At the committee level, meboni ye. I don't talk too much. Me nkasa bebre. I'm a quiet person. Na uye we ni na so no. E wo se wo call lobby for niama. Wo pay nyuma de ba. Wo be ko ministries. Wo be ko NGOs. Wo be ko nyuma ku ho. Wunya saa niama no. You come back to the constituency. Wontumi nkasa wo te parliament nko wo ye adwuma enti wo constituents wo nkosra wo mo wo besra wo mo wo be kwa yie projects a wo ye wo be kwa ko supervise enti two-sided. You have to balance the two. Yes.
Lawyer Anthony Mira parliament.
You have to balance the two.
Next now the catch almost say adwuma na ye din ntina wontumi mbafi na mo munyi wuni.
Adwuma no de e be ye din but me de me hunu ne say aye den no se wo ho no wantwa wani anhwe fie wankotie wo mo ha wankosra wo mo wankondi ndwuma wo ho achi a you cannot be a successful parliamentarian na wanko no wankotie wankohwe enti wokọ parliament na wo ye adwuma o mo ha wo no how well do you know their problems and wetimi akoka ho asem say yen hye mra bi sei na etimi aboa Ghana together with constituents. Enti adwuma no de edin papa I see it that enye luxury adwuma enye adwuma wo be ye na wo sese wo be ye ne ye a wo betimi adwodwo ho no wo be ko parliament wo be ko ba bia bi mind you wo ye nipa wo be ko social functions wo ho we se bra mayie we se bra program we se be kasa wo constituents no so wo ho and there have been several instances parliamentarians have lost the primaries because yes or medium yes one kwai so that ye hu wo by one free meeting ye toma okra wo mesra yeda that is the nature of some of our constituencies when also obey adwuma tiase meet them halfway na any omonye adwuma enti sene wo kan ye no wo be ye ni na it's a package. Finally,
how many years have you given to yourself to recover the investment you've done so far in becoming an MP? 2 years, 3 years, your first term, and I say, "Oh, they are for that okobo."
You see, me hunu say a juma obejia ketua. Ebia wa ketua no enso. But if you go in with the motive, say waboka. Enti wo kono akwa akote wo ka wani mbegu ase.
You know how much you spent so far?
I don't even want to know.
Your family is not concerned.
My wife was concerned initially, but they say oyem there me continue on kan ho asem bio. You don't want to know. You don't want to calculate.
You be any muya de ma abon be se ana.
Oh, Debia. It's expensive. It's a lot of money. Also, rather be focused, be positive, and pray. So we win.
When you get into it, at the point in time, did you ask yourself, I didn't say in it here?
I know they at a point, but I have, for lack of better words, told myself, say, I don't want to use the word crazy, but what say yeah, the type of nipa and near me being found when yes I wouldn't remember wouldn't me and yes I did. You would use your resources be a and you use it. na ya ne amana kwa basa if we say the system no it's like that where the obeko eyi obeko meje me bank sika meje me doc no sika, but that is the nature of system no, and you either take it or you leave it.
The patriot you are succeeding has been there for I think 20 years or so. How many terms na person serve in parliament?
Eno de me jasha nyamensa, me jasha me constituents wonsa, me bana me boy adwuma na eso omani a na omo so ombeto ame so na ahoden nko a wo ho a meto aso
anso omani omuntu.
Oh, ranso omani a say omo na di adwuma na ma me. So
you come and explain yourself.
Enti anso omani a wo be kira emfa obisi you go explain tire. So
Anthony me da say Papa Piamen can say or child name on the t-shirt no or say or train. I've gotten a lot of messages from constituents. They really love you and we appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Montonkoso mondome montonkoso tamechi momompa ni na enfa ehunhyem
omobokoso odowa eno montina yi
eno de doctor brief wo money problem meni mu bedi ni yi how be ni ho minyi yi mo mia me nua Pedro meni wu si akan e wo NDC. Pedro is a good friend of mine.
Okay.
Just that me ko ho a odidi a wo mambi.
Oh, okay. Odidi
on the chairman na chairman Bobby.
Omo ya mine ni bia na.
Debbie. Pedro a pharmacist that was St. Peter's Hospital.
Oh, okay.
On your mine ni. Onya da je nkonko ya mine.
Na mine why be da?
Menye bi da.
Oh, okay. Na sikati o mafo tu na mtu kona unko to bi.
No ha na be hwa ma me. Se me ntimi nko site.
Oh. Wa me da se no pay. Nyame show.
Me da se nyame show.
Right. Abusha for na watwa bo apa meter biana ba ko Wontumi radio ni Wontumi TV. So say Kofi ma chai.
Ya ni akwamna.
Bibia woko.
Nyakupo.
Prodigal o say Kofi.
Kwabna o ka prodigal ya. Na o ya mna kwa pese e bo apaye. But enye bo apaye.
Oh, okay.
Wa me say me be fia ha. Ana obedi nkomo e ka che o say me pese me ko as national youth organizer.
Yeah.
Ma mentia Asante regional chairman of the CBP chairman Galo be obia me tia.
No way.
Oh. As I say adwuma no akoye form adwuma operations kakra any ade nti chairman nimpenfo bibi no ade atofo. Kwamna me beje adwuma na me yese me ko national youth organizer no. E me boa ma me sakan. Na wonu say organizer adwuma no. Ana akwakoye.
Sakan ye na dey fi haba.
Menya fiaba na me tiremu bei.
Oh.
If you are there say fiare mfie.
Ni ko so achi.
Menya no. What I say? Galabse sense my be kan ya e be di nkomo. Yesterday we na da Adam go for we. What I say? Ema ewe che ko we police station. Ye go for no mo nim na enim. So enti menyam se kan na sai for organize adwuma no. Kwabra na adwuma wo. Me ko en krata akra bia o se de ma me se adwuma no ye efri ha bisi akra na bi ni ho. Enti na akwakoye adwuma bebrebe. 1 efom adwuma. 2 office na akwa din kran bra no o se uhwe na to nyoma ne ade enti mane ye din mame enti se minam other part of the country say northern region ana western north no ne ade a na bia me won kran bia me de makwa ko hunu fom no egu nkrata so se de ba that bi mini ho na se obi ba na se ono so be na say organize bo hu ba bia me ye ku free ye and them ye could do ye so the bear beto so itifia de me nya haba na se say no on say election no a ya bato na beto say December no afie no me nya Asante Association any other dinti ye beta ubeta wo me enye say my prodigal na obi ka adwuma no ana edimisi kakra.
I cited a statement it is coming from you.
Yes.
Na what tagging or what team
yeah.
If you see something,
yes.
say something. And it reminds me of say Waffle train, whether
yes.
the Victoria line or the Northern line,
yes.
or London. Now,
yes.
Yes. As you see it, say it, sorted.
Exactly.
There's a uhuna come some nampeni phone to one more. If you see something, say something.
Exactly.
How do you think it's going to play in the fight against illegal mining?
kabra mentia na mentia watifo bi ma mo ase na mentia kotoko hene on se yaba asante mamu die na eja o se ede ni die ma de di se no ma me fa konya we suso mentia me sibibi fo nyina me amenya kwamenchi chewa Wontumi zumu na che tia no kabra ma feel
si watie si fam de
ada je di poso na ni abre sa so na te magalo musumu nannam ye se ye be siesia sa kwamna galamse sensem ene ehun tokakon numienu yesi mu ache me kai ifida damu
kofi buache
wacha se baaye se o baba be kire se wono na na me ka se wo ka che se basa na mbele mina mtiko so leti o ama force we commander 0 because I know come in fact that day
kofi buache fi the office ba okurani nsuo first day when they nsuo na do be say nsuo si nche
na me sere no di ko do be say say we dey yanko break mra I say they have the other ko producer so that's it enti yesterday sa nkomo we ache kwabna me ma criticize aban about galamsey makabia na be na wotwini na metena ase na mse enti sesi ya yese galamsey ase yinsu ase ensase enti ya jabi bia ma na do dan kwakofo ado ene ne MPs so omo na nkoko galamsey no omo nko betimi aya na kama sanana akofo ado ni office of Flagstaff House ebia na on official assignment se MPs any parliament ya omo shemra ebia na dwumadie bi edoma kopie different countries cabinet ministers na ade aposifo kra so kra no a ye de omo atoto baby se omo hwe na se bi obi di semone a omo enhwentu wana mo no police for no mo offices ni ade enunti se yesi ye pese ye kon galamsey a enti ye be jama hwan anu akosa ntokwa no eno ana the Convention People's Party CPP kwabna me term of office eko awiye as national youth organizer penifo ka say me boa with the communication front no my national communication director no my issue statement say said ye me no mi nyina yeko yuka ehu ye na eno ana ama bone entimintina na bi ti say London any the United Kingdom if you say abrote say wudi se mu na abrewa and be free police akachen say me hu abrantie bi watwam akwa abasa me hu no hada udu America na so oye ya police meet me gina ho wow as what the bonne party say officer bacho bibi or man also there bi o kai me hu no ntem hada ahaya me town e mi kro ametimu etima hu mi busa so o kwan fa ufri hinfa so o ba mo baba be di dwumadi ensusu a emere dodo sen na baba di wa anom enu mi enu nyedu airport na say ekwa abuchira wa kojo visa every the consulate the embassy all right am here the amount but we do immigration e wo hitru a e say busa say what is your purpose in the United Kingdom exactly be den
so betna
he betna infa obedi na sen
return ticket
so sabe sa se me na wa Canada o asa na de visa ne ma wo ninyina because they want to see something and then say something in case I was a positive one. Enti asamoa anana pebedi nam nyina ne say babia galamsey ko na du no yetimi nya ma police fo a lawyer fo any president any ministers wabra sebe ya yekoye fum ayeko fuo galamsey fo atesim a omo say no ye ne akwakwako hu na president ete akra nese sebe ukoko no ewo abusia so ewo tepa anase twabidia ebe the president ate ebi kwampa assemblyman pokrampo na o wontamo no kwa o hunu ye eso so nyina na kwa ese fese galamsey stop galamsey ana yekuta placards na nankran ani ye de sa na dade me kwa de na bi na me ka say se nya be pass stop galamsey a nkofo so me demonstration no nka me nyina kwa galamsey site wo eni ho de nipa no kuta sofi no kuta pikas etu hu na de pikas at stop galamsey na fengi hu so ko ani abre but say one we are so kwa ye bibu for because there will be confrontation enti de ka nyina ne se yen ene sorry a yeti yonkuru nketuam ane ehunu se nkofo bi enfiri ho na no ye kasa no ono de oye a classical example because jama do potinti asema ba ya sa wan de nimposu asne si ye what that say enti o say enkofo bebrenu a ono lawyer ope MP di na onimu omo dodo no anya ganafo enkwabna I agree with him menim obia na dinu da ho no e gana ni na ensu a ne nananom esa binum ye esa bi nu aduane eye kokofuo edija no saa nipa no efiri krom ho ti se ebia kam 13 anase mmea so se de no ka no aha kuntoto krom depotenten ebe kase ensu we na nananom nom ye me ma me banum bi me so ma ba banum bi na ensanse sebe madwene nya adwuma nti akofa chanfa ba bisim me sensuo no it what you realize is that enkofo a enye Ghana fo mfiri Burkina Faso no ka no Guinea fo a omunya Ghana fo China fo omunya Ghana fo no omu na ba because ensuo mu sabi num da omu nim sura ba kosemti no na omu de chafa ba be sensuo num na to no mu sensuo no ye wi a na ye ko wade no yenka na afi kwa trankan yes stop galamsey na stop galamsey na ko fa no starting free himfa on starting free tapa on starting free even say jama people tintin offer free contoto chrome offer kwa himfa because Ghana so enti say nyina ye ni abre say ye pese ye boa na galamsey no ye kodia efi no koyi ye man nye ye asede se on my bapa ye citizens no spectators say who say enkophobia gba ye kwayem na say ye nim omo impo say ye nim omo a yan kan che omo se krom a into galamsey wa ha so omo ye omaje so mba patapa one unit committee member ho ye mo mama ne 2 yan kan che assemblyman 3 yan kan che ohena o krom wo 4 afei omo a Ghana mra no ede emra asomsaso mobile apostifo no yenko kanta police fo said ye obi be wi ade a yeko police station ko case no se say no yemma no here say so obi say yensuo na se wo say ase na se be emfare kwa so a yenko police station enko kanta police fo say ye huru say nana kofi akosesa pikas ene sofi na ye sha galamsey ano baba be ye sha oboso say yensuo enti police for said ye ya yempese penchen be sigo so no na enom asase no na edudu e bank ne e board enti no monko na monko pam no so asase so sa anya sa de be sie no ebia mompe
if you see something
you say something kwabra say ya anya sa ye betra sia ye dede sa where I'm telling you
excavator en fan shebutum
exactly the point enti etom wa bar ma hunu
woman e fa ayi santasro na ba anya nkwanta na kodu be potenti a wosi akufuado
ele be excavator no free wo wabra wo hunu so that say ebi so na excavator no kwasi low bed no so no ebi na de kwakwan je bi avanza wo de wuni ana atwemu a fine but kwaya na ewe mu no sabe akwa bia na ho no ya ka kwan enti we de che prefer say kwa galamsey so that is it tell be a police we to apade wo so okay so obi na de low bed ko so wo de kwakwa de so de kwakwa de nim ba bia kwakwa radio enya sabe kuya no de kwakwakoye enya sabe akwa no de kwakwakoye nemum galamsey if we don't say something when we see something we should forget it and I'm telling you say in the unlikely event say abansisa na say be a CPP ba ana say be other political party ba na yanko santo kwa we ya kwabna asem e ba betan asaka abanfo ba kwakwakoye galamsey sorry galamsey ama nkofo kwakwaye demonstration one crime ama ya tibimo ama bimo so kwakwaye free one mo enu nti yes CPP before yes say na biade no adu no yetimi nyama abanko ha ensuo say ya sabe say ma nyina na say Ghana water for ka say galamsey no koswa na say nya ya wa say ya the way no mesi kro no ensuo no omo sato omo tebans ne bi it is so say sinya ni buburu tot no kada me am to galamsey anywhere won to galamsey no pipe no eba enka say wo da ko say no ndi wo da pipe no ye mane ma ana wo de 120 wo de pipe no ye bia mara bawo aka obia eka obi a na sese mi ko ba bi se ngwa kodidi na ya misi bi pembre minu me ho ana se we de nyembre a minim no a me pray so what I say and all because say sebi enkofo bi anya Ghana fo ababa betena Ghana hanom asay ensas na me emre ne nwanom nya dade ne nya no ni nyina no enya de a sebi eya bio enti enkuwe ko a ye hwai na ye nya ne se ya keke. We are trying to link up with the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources say ye nya toll free number bi no sa wonna mo fom na hunu se nkofo ne excavator na ba o fa afon wa no na wa frɛ me pa me chew me hunu se nkofo bi e de ye na location wa hanom ne ade me din kan kokache police for mo fa very say task force for no emra because kwama ye betimi ade Ghana police for na soja fo nya kogu nwuram still am for to garam say na the entire operation says say something abehia ne say de yatete ne say enkofo no to garam say no omo say na bon kofo bi pa dan ma omo okrom no ma ka che omo say yenim say o man ne pese be to garam say eju se musa police for ne ba montra fie na ye se kwa emu on mon frɛ na ye to control board no a ewa excavator no so no efenwane ana say yanksa so yenwane tonwuram so that say no mo ba no be na mo wanu ma na so ma huye a omo kwa na ye say se tire asa ba be ye enkofo to garam say no sabi bom modern say ekwa bia so mbedi nsemone Jesus so ayɛ timamufo no asɛde sɛ yɛ o mabapa na yɛ ka kyɛ o mo sɛ ye hu ko de akwabena ye bɛka ho asɛm ɛno ana no pɛ mi pɛ sɛ Ghana ni bia a do ne man Ghana ni bia sɛbi asase a ɛsɛ ni nsu a ɛsɛ ehu hia no Ghana ni bia ntia sɛ akofo no kwantimi nkɔ Ghana ni bia ntia sɛ MPs no kwantimi nkɔ Ghana fo no ntia sɛ tese hwe ya
ban bi ko asede
ya bonko for true because of galam say omo da so ye ya say excavators omo da so ye ya ti excavators omo da so ye enkofo bi da so prison omo da so ye ya kusoja bi ni bi ti say Major Mahama anya police fo bi still enkofo da so ye galam say etime bi ade na dro no enya omo ntokwa omo timi nko etime ni umi enu no etime mfo no ye huru yen kan wasem na fei aban emwaye na ade ni nye sa anye sa ebe kakra no me de minim yeso nyina sa wi a kwamna bottle water and zero bi na 3 cedis 4 cedis o na a day sa won ko anu e bi a pensuo pa na de ade na sa onnom 15 bottles a 3 cedis times 15 o wet sustain dako
ise bia na kofi mu na betumi ato
ono ni kapre oni kapre oso obi o kapre but oni kapre
right enti asai kofi akwanom if you see something
you say something especially in the fight against galamsey
ye de akon atia ntire de atumamufo no omanfo ba bia yetun ene gold no honom no
yes
eye mo masede e
de mo pese ye gold likete o se nkofo bi honom a omo de omo ye na no kwa so
yes
sankofo no a omo de sebe omo adwene nya adwuma no mama jo mu say enso ne sasa omo asem na ye
omo asem na ye
yes omo asem na ye ken
great asa me da say gara for them na me no mu ni nkomoto wansa na me ne lawyer William Kusi ene Dr. Samson Kusi anoma aba beto so e wa hanom me say enepa ho a galam say nse me mejaika se mu betua wo se mu be de yo sa ba be ma police any soldier for na kota mu a it is drifting our attention away from discuss Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the manifesto papa wo de ba betu dwan ne be chechim na Ghana fo be nyante ase ba pono moto abade amaye enti na me wie galam se na ma wie efri chine kwade manifesto boss good morning we be fine okay Ghana bam and Ghana man capsules my dru papa na yenko on say lawyer help we am Ghana bam
mati we cheti for the iPhone na do pay Ghana Health Therapeutics Executive Prostate and Herbal Center ena moti enka yese ye ne nam abefo kwa so eye ebibidro mapa eba oman mu anasa eba Ghana ha ema obi ansa kabina de onya na hoto enne anasa ye nananom first na ebibidro ena na omo ye de omo rely on it ebibidro ena na omo de omadru a omo nom enti be hwe a na ye nana bi anasa wo ubeto na na bi wo fia da bia ne meka se na aduro ne ye de esija so anopa sorry ya wasebia nom enwumre okodan so wasebia ye den anom because na nubuna no yɛ de anaasɛ bibiduro no yɛ de ɛboa ne yie ɛno ɛna ɛnɛ Ghana Health Therapeutics yɛ de yɛn tonkone yɛ a yakɔfa yɛ nananom nubuna ne hahama na still na ɔmo de yɛ de ɛde sɛ ɔmo yareɛ ɔmo de ɔmo ho aduro ɛnom no ɛno ɛna yɛ de yɛ de yɛde afa abɛɛfo kwan so ade ayɛ de ade aba sɛ Ghana fo biara yɛ de enya bi na ɔmo so no nom na mmoa no mapɔmuden ɛnkɔ yie because ɛnɛ no toxins na yɛde adults wɔ nubuna ne hahama nim enti wontimi nkɔfa nubuna biara anaasɛ hahama biara na wo mɛkrahye keke anaasɛ wo mɛnoa na wo mfa ho nsuo ne yɛde engu bottles mu anaasɛ wo nkrahye na mfa powder ne ngu capsules mu na wo yɛde ontɔn sɛ wayɛ bibiduro ɛba saa wokɔha nipa no because toxins na ɛwɔ mu no ɛyɛ science nkoten na ɛbɛtumi ayɛ dɛ aboa ama wayi saa toxins ne nyinaa dɛ afiri mu ɛno nti ɛna yɛka kyerɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ mo rely on Ghana Health Therapeutics because sɛ yɛn na yɛnam abɛɛfo kwan so ɛyɛ abibiduro ɛno nti sɛ wokɔ market ne so a yɛn na yɛne orthodox medicines ne yɛde compete ɛwɔ market ne so because sɛ yɛaduro no ɛyɛ adwuma tatahwe sɛdeɛ obroni yɛ na aduro no saa pɛpɛɛpɛ ɛna Ghana Health Therapeutics yɛyɛ aduro the only difference ne sɛ broni ɛde chemicals but yɛn no nubuna ne hahama na ne yɛde yɛde yɛ aduro nti sɛ wofa yɛ aduro bi te sɛ yɛ Ghana man capsules a nubuna bi te sɛ Mondia VT ɛyɛ Licanodiscus cupanoides Caparis erythrocarpus anaasɛ Delium guanense no yɛwɔ active constituents a ɛwɔ mu a ɛno ɛna yɛde ɛwɔ nubuna nim a yɛde yɛtwe ɛde yɛ aduro no sɛbe yɛwɔ caparin ɛwɔ mu ɛna yɛwɔ modin nso yɛde ɛwɔ na saa active constituents no ontimi mfa nubuna ne nyinaa yɛde ɛnkrahye ne nyinaa anaasɛ wɔn no anaasɛ onfa ne nyinaa because ɛyɛ active constituents deɛ adekora pɔte anaasɛ ingredient pɔte na ɛwɔ nubuna nim na ɛkɔ nipadua nim a ɛkɔ yɛ adwuma de ama no ɛno na wɔsɛ yɛde wɔ extract edi free nubuna nim ɛno nti Ghana Health Therapeutics yɛnyɛ aduro anaasɛ yɛnyɛ aduro saa kɛkɛ yɛn krahye nubuna kɛkɛ yɛn noa nubuna ne kɛkɛ ɛnyɛ de ɛmfa mmadaa bi yɛkye emu ahoɔden no deɛ kɔ nipadua nim a ɛkɔ boa asiesie ama sɛbe wɔ apɔmuden akɔ yie ade ama no ɛno ɛna yɛkye ne ade yɛ aduro no yɛde afa abɛɛfo nimdeɛ so ade ayɛ de ade ayɛ aduro no sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛ meet WHO standards a wɔde ama herbal industry sɛ yɛ safety quality efficacy no ɛna affordability no da bia mɛka untimi mfa wo natural mind ɛnyɛ de meet these four standards ade sɛ science ɛna betumi ayɛ de ade wa moade meet saa four standards no ɛno ɛna Ghana Health Therapeutics ɛnam so ɛde generate anaasɛ ɛde formulate yɛ nuro a yɛde Ghana man capsules aba bia so yɛde Ghana Bam aba yɛwɔ Prostar Joy Crypto 400 ɛna Save 500 ɛwɔ market ne so sɛ dem di kan ne sɛ ofa Ghana man capsules a woyɛ bɛrima na sɛbi omɛma sɛm ɛna nkɔ yi ɛmfama wa ɛno ano wagye nkwa no aba ade ama ɛyɛ Ghana man capsules omɛma sɛm ɛbɛyɛ de ɛbɛkɔ yi ade ama yɛde to Ghana man capsules so a sɛbi ututuo ne nkuma boa within some few minutes and after some few seconds now where wagye mu a wo boss wa na wagye mu wadru ɛyɛ Ghana man capsules wei ɛnyɛ adwuma te sɛ aphrodisiac wei ɛnkɔ ha nipadua no ɛnkɔ ha kidney ɛnkɔ ha liver because yɛde woto aduro no so anasɛ yɛyɛ nhwehwɛmu a yɛyɛ afa aduro no ho yɛde woto so mmerɛ tenten anaa mmerɛ tietia mpo a ɛnkɔfa ɔhaw biara yɛde ɛmfa mmerɛ ɛno nti na woyɛ bɛrima na sɛ wo mɛrima asɛm na ɛnkɔ yie nko a ɛmfa ma wo deɛ a fa ho to ɛyɛ Ghana man capsules so because nnubuna yɛde yɛyɛ no ɛboa boost testosterone na yɛde ade ama wo na wo mɛrima asɛm nyinaa yɛde ɛmu apagya kama ade ama na ahoɔden na saba na anigye na asɛbe ɛwɔ fie first na de sɛ anigye no yɛde ɛni hɔ biem because sɛ o mɛma asɛm kɔɔ fam no ɛnɛ anigye no bɛyɛ de ɛbɛsaba because wonya Ghana man capsules a wɔn no ɛma bibia ɛkɔ yie ɛde ama wo wei ɛbɛsa aboa ama mogya ɛde mu afusa ne yie because da bia mɛka mɛsɛ sɛ bia bɛma no ɛyɛ ntini mogya na ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde ɛkɔ hɔ sɛ mogya kɔ hɔ deɛ a na sɛ ɛfa ne natural process nim de ada bia ahoɔden ne bɛyɛ de ɛbɛba de ama wɔtumi ade ɛde dwumadie na awɛ de wudi no mogya de mu afusa ne yie nso a sɛ bɛ nsa no na yɛ titiriti ne nyina ɛbɛgyae pains awɛ de ofo bo wa sɛ bɛ ne nan kokom ɔgyina hɔ kakra ne nan kokom wɔ so ne kyɛkyɛkyɛ ne yɛ ne ya wonya Ghana man capsules ne bia ɛbɛboa ayi saa wɔ ha we nyina afiri hɔ ade ama wo ti sɛ woyɛ ɔbaa so na wotimi a nso betimi afa Ghana man capsules ɔbaa bo wa na tenka kra de ayira oni atenka ba ko sei feelings feelings oni bi ɔne ɔbɛrima ne di nhyiamu a sɛbi anigye wɔ no so nyɛ de onya bi ɔbɛrima no kwa na de bia na anigye ɔbaa ho so waduro Ghana man capsules obetimi afa bi na wo low libido na ɛha no low libido na ɛwɔ so no obetimi ade abusti ama libido na ba so na so de wonya atenka kama ade ama ho ebiem so wo fitikɔ ɛna ayɛ den ade ama wa unya Ghana man capsules a sebe flow no ebe yi kama adama na so menstrual pains and I said cramps na wo fam no ni nyina ebe jai adama nti sam ma won sanka ye dey Ghana man capsules de nti a na me de Ghana bam attach Ghana man capsules no me de ma mema no bema sebe wafa aphrodisiacs enubone market no so wafa fa ma se sia de bema no ewukojo to bema ni ntimi nsori biem bema na adwuma wo se ye no entimi nye biem no wo combination Ghana man capsules na Ghana bam o de wo nom Ghana man capsules no na se be Ghana bam no so o de shasha waist and o lower abdomen no now ye dey udi beat ya ebe boa activity nerves na se o pineal nerves no muscles na ewu ni nyina no ebe activity na se be de ne be ba nkomu bi ma ye dey ade ama na ahoden aye dey asa abam ade ama na fe de o be ma na timi aye dey asa timi paganity na so timi ne o ho kani na se o girlfriend bi aye dey edi nhyiemu enu ti wo ye be ma na se sebe wo ye mre kojo to wo da form team entimi sorry just say I sorry mpo ahoden nim aye mem full erection no wontimi nya bi me show nya Ghana man capsules ne nya Ghana bam no ne fa Ghana bam ne shasha said the match no ana say yes sorry so na me the numbers no to dwa fa ne frey ye bet show the kwan ana say the way obetimi ade afa Ghana man capsules no use Ghana bam no within some few weeks o mema sembe de ebe koyie ade amount da bia ye kan ye se aduro no enye emprempren aduro nti se wo ye bema na se wo ti asem we ana ye oba na wo ti asem na akobon wo dawura che wokunu ana se wo kobon dawura che wadanfo bia me se Ghana man capsules enye emprempren aduro enye adwuma te se aphrodisiacs because mobi fa herbal medicines say ne mema sem enkoyi enso fa aduro na mitie wa mu na se be ne bema na sorry agina wa dey ahoden abam ne nyina aphrodisiacs a omade afra de ye Ghana man sebe omode ye traditional medicines na so omode ye herbal medicines na dey edema mo ewom se oye bibiduro enso behwe na broni aphrodisiacs na fra se de be ya obon se na duro ne ye dey edimu nenso na oye dey or how unipedia no or how kidney or how liver or how adwen no entinya Ghana man capsules moja be di afusani akwa adwenim akomanim because akoma na pumping moja no ono so hia moja ne bi edema no ho adwen no so hia moja se de be ya adwen no kwama no betimi ade enya ho de an ye adwuma se de be ya stroke npo ye dey entimi ma so ebe bo ho ban efrim se wo ye bema oba na wutie mi a ma Ghana man capsules enye wadu na sebe o mema sem ene wo fichiko na wo fam o ya na wo fam no ni nyina etu ntwa enfama aduro no ebu market ne so wo kumasi abetin akoda ne heba misty heba apidank heba colinac heba mo kwambenya aduro nyina bi ato mo ko tafo new road PFA pharmacy ewo ho mo kwambenya dodo no atu ewo ho akwakoton numbers ayi ye adwuma no 0244 727028 0244 727028 and it was 0240 211 709 0240 211 709 for numbers no frey ye be mounchi mu ni ache kwan abefa so afa Ghana bam and Ghana man capsules na boa ama mema sem akoyi Oheneba meda watie for ni abefo.
Thank you very much. Meda say 7 minutes after 9 afi mamene lawyer William Kwisi emesha say any enkomo secretary to the Ashanti Regional Reconciliation Committee. Lawyer, good morning.
Good morning.
Committee that so wana mo wi modjuma.
Ya wi adjuma.
Mo wi adjuma no.
Be bi adun de yegu for no ye campaign.
Campaign din. Okay. Ne fie boko.
Isu adum.
Last one na da one kifema mama bi.
Your mobile phone so.
Oh.
An invitation soft copy wa ma anti.
Oh.
Wa ma ye.
Mama na ye
ona se wa ma no wa ma na
da tanu ma ya ko wa mama ne
wa ma ye
oh enti bi jasa
hano
enti bi jasa
ndi de ha wonu mu a oba no no hano na wo ha wasa
bi anga me kwa me nya jollof kakra
oh kan so what
ka ro body we kro ha ma me
enne no credit
focus kra nka nche me
I see the oti no sheda I see mi kai pa so oti bia
le ma otri nkwa
mitri das
mama no sha se mfi ba bi o se kofi ede nkomo ne si ye no se gam se ni ho ekon no em se o manfo na yo madwen se o mbeme na twa ebitwa so manfo no nyo madwene a aban bi antumi so mu na te wo mu na edi kan hunu omuni ni momu ye no kwan papa so momu ni momu nya no kwan papa so enti eni amfanto ye ho so na se to free number kra na ohunu bibia wa frem penufo aboma ma ne omotu ho na mo se anya ne saade a aban be kwa ba setima mufo no nyintum se omu buotu se a enyi sojafo ni police for se ahyibi niema ya chibi ya bobi tu akun mu ebi apranso still no ya yekoso.
Perfect argument. And I think that this is a nationalistic way of thinking about Galamsey. So na sebi asema esi ni obi ade ba politics na abamunti ama ne kana ayedine ne bi nso defense but no kro mu ni say Galamsey anaze go do to enye Ghana kwani to go. In fact Australia them say that's one of their mainstay, but omunso e kama and affect the war mine and affect Cronus people. And they just say, well, Sunyadi be able to make Sunyadi to go to her. But Nina law enforcement. In fact, Ghana will be some said the internet on my year struggler. The who define inability to enforce the laws of this country. There were laws be Brian T. Dinkurada. But in fact, Nejuma. So I'm saying it, you know. Mekai say, Nanado. My first term of office or can say obetu Galamsey ase na civil society ho na trade union congress ho na UTAG ho property committee man te so bi akra bona basoda se mo adwuma na wo ye no eso ye ni wo pria kozu pempenso bi a wote ono one man so dimi call Galamsey send cause soldier for dem ko ye ni how they enrich themselves in the process police from ko mo enrich them ho Ominanzo Ghana for immigration from come and there are several occasions that yachi foreigners who are made immigration service. So the sort of thing that goes on. She say the two hopper they are left to go. And you cannot pinpoint the government alone as being responsible. You can't government so I don't mind say the political party as a government in the NFE. That cannot be true. And to a Kofi proposals now I support him. We share traditional councils or makasi dey mean to go there. And pa ko ha gold no office go do oba.
Yeah.
But uko ha who Galamsey even in the halfos.
Yeah. Mampong.
Go do hafu bebre but omo ye legitimate mining. Mampong. And it tells you say if there's the willpower of the people say we will not be too greedy. Say go there but the say be need to go there. You bet me I chieftaincy authorities no what's their power I don't know to go to Masas now pampa because the man for support no and you rawa obete take the next steps. There are other areas akwa hefie ekotu nsanse ye mompa na ultimate to go no omaje ma bompa ma kotu go
so we kotu no kwai papa so
some of them come with certificate and concessions but yet Galamsey starting that me small scale mining who asempa. Now the Kobani said the idea was to give to the indigenes so that they can also raise some kind of income and health and profit the society with it. After the year, what the good Chinese prisoners, some metal gold, and another watch and protection of the government, then government. No mu to go nti o bibini no uni technology ni papa du ko fa broni ni ba China ni ba I'm sorry me si broni China ni o ko fa le ba
for me abro
o nya bro for China yani ya chama ni ma fa ya na China ni do ko broni na hwe nko tire ni mo mo we le
what we approach
China ni do be da broni nti o mo ba what 25 acres manner or no efficient means of mining the gold. And also there's some money there. If you see a woman who raise some money, some up do die high no content there. Ubekonoma said that. Messiba could be a who there. I was representing the Chinese national. I know about reporters who are cutting with you too, or see maintenance on your bill or the bametimi yamshin. When you the papa no new me no lawyer we there yan kan say brand yan call if you wanna work for yourself. Now you tell me what to do. Me see ceiling POP you normal repon. Then because him Mr. Chinese, how did you do that? Was it now? What is the rent? Was it rent through Tiana? As soon as one is saying. There's a rent it also to me sell what I now to me maintain. And in that mindset, never heard of that. And as long as we keep them around, one fighting Galamsey will be very, very, very difficult. Last week, me go Accra, me back. Yeah, check in, queue about 30 Chinese nationals. We show my name in Galamsey. No immigration officer asked them where they were going. Elsewhere, so go be memu. Now say we are following more call in a suspicious manner. You are stopped and asked, especially at the airport. What if you say we do honor? Yes, I grant you another interview. When me and can't justify why you are coming out, you are returned. You are there. Everything about them is Galamsey. Near from Sanoma for immigration, Sanoma BP. Like you were saying, excavators. Qua no one say echo. No one say pay white envelope. You can qua you all the security checkpoint. You from na onam Mangrazuaya ya just beside the road. Yeah. Ya tuchu na Galamsey na police for ni area wana. Penifobia ni obi antwam politician bi antwam ahu say ye adnapai ye tutu ania ho ntie be alert there mumien protected land. Okwa nyina ma similar thing. Enti the Galamsey issue na ye kan is bigger than we are looking at. Because government can say me and tuna optimum ye betua. What can the government do? They can do little. As much as they say any dear. So you MPP ni, so you NDC ni, so you Muslim, so you Christian, so you Buddhist. Everybody should rise against Galamsey. But approach any issue now. As some people try to score political point out of it, the call, I believe so. Because Galamsey, a course in the 2 months to election, Kwan and Grofon say Galamsey cause. No more call say national strike. Economy then get it to a halt. No me your master can say buy and raise revenue and yakwan. So me you see demonstration. The ben aboa Ghana ye nyina Kumi Prekum. We were very exuberant. We were part of Kumi Prekum. What was the result of Kumi Prekum? Did it change anything? In fact, it got to a point we all regretted because he may increase VAT in term kra and probably infrastructure development and Kenya more. But we allowed ourselves to demonstrate against VAT, and the VAT near one of the mainstays of the revenue of the government. And I'm sure, sir, Mummy and in discussing well. Not stakeholders in a handful, Timon look, who call community, town committee, your assemblyman, your handful, your chairman, your debu bofo. All these people are supposed to be people who are supposed to check what is going on in the society. And all of them have compromised. And the Ghana Funina ni compromise. Yani allow Galamsey akoso. Na Oheneba ubeti na Chrome na Togo ni atimewura unsusu no ose unsu na ohe.
Abra wunim ho hwe.
It is too serious. Can you go outside this country now akwa say obi nsuo? No waba. Na free. Yayi obi an free Russia crime is to Togo. That is too serious. And to my mom, to me, someone check here water bodies. Your mom, to me, some foreigners in Rome. They should be up and doing because that is where the issues are. Obi the chamfa besin so no 2 pound on your gun and you no 2. Yeah, senseless people because to go down on Ghana how what they call send on the mount. Your mom too, a good year, your media chair, no free to go to no fanco. Near to near defensive. I think that should not be accepted. And at times, yeah, perceive here overly human right, and it's causing a lot of trouble in this country. Because many just over America could see highway, so my cars in Chum, now 5 minutes but it doesn't happen in America. So we demonstrate and you could see highways and move in Chum. The beginning of democracy, you will survive it. But Ghana will be to me sequence and me be and hospital. Police for, soldier for, environment, no sequence. You see, human right into money sequence. And what are we about? A dear no. And then that means we go we are there, human right. Why don't you protect me then? Because then we have a sin against the state. And we should be up and doing security forces, you know. And here's a politician about for what you be. When you see, because your citizens arrest, make one minute musu be your bonia. Nemo what is able to overpower and make much in the nearest police station. The police no drama. This president of France arrest those who have blocked the road and not arrested. I mean, this is unheard of. And that's the IGP. You have to stop them. Make demonstration 92 maybe what does it? But I'm not sure we are doing these things. See a sequence of moving hospital. Now can't I say you watch him. And please, human rights does not mean people should be allowed to misbehave. And the security forces, you know, you have a the earlier you started acting, the better. And Grofobico Gadaya, yes, in Grofobico Poyasiadena, and Grofobo Bitu. Ufri, ya interview may be free, no for a beggar dana. Security, yes, here anything. Suspicion, based on suspicions. Some motives will be baby, no organizer. You have every power to go there and finish them. Anti-medium fees, enforcement is the major issue. You consider Sikanian as against the protection of the natural resources. If you say the short-term effect is to put money in our pockets. So let's sell our cocoa, let's cut our maize and other things and give the land to Galamseyers. Now, to me, since you reclaim land in the Kuranka, you mitigate effect in the Kakra. But them two, you know, my Jahoko. So, see, you two near any are reclaiming land now. I made the way example, the quarrel about the Benasuja for none.
Yeah.
Ufa Hache. Adani Forest. Then I'm asking myself, baby, you cemented new part time for so long. Within this short time, you move free, no? A wolf. Not to say you reclaim, it's likely that
you bet myself to
family. Exactly. So they should insist, especially those who are regular mining, they should insist that the reclamation goes on. So maybe near radio matter, say for instance the concession amount. Now call now be Juma Yeba, now what deposit Sikabi said. Assuming I leave without reclaiming, this money should be used to reclaim it. And the state has a duty to ensure that after the land is mined, it is put back to its former state. And the Sigana or seed man now, you can use it to reclaim the land. Otherwise, the Amoyan assassinated government best boka after the individuals have mined and taken their money. Government will spend millions of Ghana cedis to reclaim the land. Now a double. Meanwhile, how much did government get from it? Because it's not formal, they are not even paying taxes.
Yeah.
And to show, yes, it has created a lot of employment, given the number of people who are presently mining. Anything that wisdom be a nuclear state of emergency, fast. That will never work. Because remember, in spite of how illegal some of these activities are, many people are sustaining their life out of it.
Yeah.
Some of them too are legal. Community mine or what's the state of emergency near top community mine? You can't say that. And Obinza Kwako formally Akwaji concession. No, too good. Now you can't tell them say you have invested in the gold by virtue of the law, by empowerment of the state, yet I'm stopping you today abruptly. What will be the consequence? Excavator wouldn't back up. And it's a lectures no more than the NSA and it's your who here to be a quarter. How would they behave? How would they react? Because those small scale miners, they are legitimately mining the land. And government has a duty to ensure that they do it right. And the solution is not to tell them to stop, but to make sure they do it right. Because for the license, and the Senate teacher needs extra day or no to me so extra day. I don't know who to the money. And look at this and no nyai. What are you trying to introduce to the system? Right. Let us keep on discussing. Let us believe that Ghana is ready to fight Galamsey. You hear the political parties here, somebody like one Buahin, Ekujina, he said, Ness was a repeat. Oh, let me visit IGP girlfriend. So much him the or kind or make him because it has become a national issue. And for you to go and encourage people to mind it, that's say we are member for. So I said that you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kwakubu ahe say concerned organized labor members. Yeah, I say a issue statement about the wire. Na ya from searchful. Ya chire about the Kwakubu ahe serially. Why na adwen say obey Ghana politics. Na was say at the park Ghana for hwehwe. Na yenya nso ye pese ye no ono no okogina kokoso no wakɔhunu so no no abagina ase ho no ababusa se ɛdeɛ na adentina nso na ahono saa nema no ɛwɔ sɛ NDC ne wɔmo a wɔmo ɛyɛ saa nema no ejai so ɔmo nyae a ɛwɔ sɛ boda Roma Ghana fo ehu nipa kora nipa dodo a ɔmo wɔ Ghana ha ɔmo mpɛ galamse ejai na aban ayire ho sɛ mɛku galamse na ɔmo pɛ sɛ yɛto aba ma ɔmo ninti no ɔmo de galamse and I political message. Now so the negative way no ye pese e bohu dawro. Na lawyer kasa no okanema ebre na my dear manager ho pa say mra enforcement. Mra de kan Ghana hanka wa pa o. Na so entimi enforce titu ye paying for no. And I'm say jama ye Ghana for no. Ye shifting responsibility too much. I'm say the kind of fast training ye no e be a kind of family culture near that no. I say you paying for the you just look up to them for them to take action. Yeah, dear, you nyini and now say you know opposition into you take action. I built as I some kind of problem in the fiber of our society. And no aboya air koswa emma yentimi ku galam say. So China titru. Omuno me no make say omu ye congenital trespasses.
Tanuma. The okay yes antiasi.
The lawyer bit. Omu su bypass Asiedu omu. Adia e say kuta dia e ba beje firi nsem. Ye bebu afa so say ya, ye bebu afa so. Achetia wo fa hodie so akọ. Omu ye dom 2005 na mu UK. Na mu go school ho na me kai pa say na China for ha UK for. Said there ọmọ ba ho na adwuma ahun so ọmọ de adwuma bia so bia o adwuma bia se adwuma na enye kura so ọmbeba abeye na de na ewom ni se metiye me hu so bi no for Mokambe Bay ana honom na ase emoi ase shell ase nwa kitingiti ya shell yem fan se ha se yanke beka se sidie type ọmọ de mususu kakra na minim de ọmọ de ye na omo se epuna no se omunya high tide na nso no atweba asase so kakra na se twe kwa be na samoa no abetiti hye enetenum na omo kwa no omo peke na nkrofo bi so o se eba etoda oman no mufo ne kofa China fo ne ba na omo pe cheap labor eniti omo kofa China fo ahye container yade asema si ye 2005 asem we esi UK container refa nemo na China for ya pack magum ni abel offload wo Liverpool sport
me am Liverpool
oh yeah ano mayi wo a na do mo sie na fe ade san anwumre no na mo hwe tight no na omo ye omukwa no mako peke no peke hon adwuma omo ye no ena omo ba bubam no bi ebumba mu so a na bi mu so a start pirating omo so adwuma bi mu ye no edina UK fo dwa omo ye hwehwe ye na krofo bua no mu buba na ye dan momo na dakro se nso no atwe ko fam kakra no omo hu de ye na krofo be gu a ni be 30 omo se omo peke ana so ne sa bubae so ne sa bubae ne se enipa tati ni nyina
wo hwe mu awe
poafa wo mo na danasem ye eti China for be wu UK because of sanyuma fin we kra mu tim buy na good we sanyuma we kra ho eti abisa America for kra mo kwan kakra bia China for they will trespass into the academy and do what on pass almost senior eti nipa oboa ma ga China for hu Ghana set gold wa ha mo ba Ghana ha ba ya adwuma ha no wa high papa wa high papa because omo ba so ne dire pa se opa mama ko ediniye hwe omo ne dire China for so omo ba busa so a omo nkamra o we rough Ghana se we break nipa we break kunkum China for kunkum Ghana for we brew omo kuta breto o ba ka moto
especially this Aisha girl
me say ahojo police station o me ma ko hon ma ko uza China for kunkum enkrofo a police for ne omo ka asem omo murder cases bebrebe China for munye ne papa o but Ghana for ya hwe omo ebi mu wuram si ehunu ye nkasa say lawyer kan say omo wuram immigration for say ya dan envelope atu ho say that's all omo wuram ade ba ko so a ekoso ha si a ebi amanfo hu ye we de me na ma observe because me a friend to my students. Obi onim bia me students ya me no mo father for especially foreign ones na that no. Ebi mo kura aka chem so o Ghana omo adwuma mo ye ne galamsey. Omo aba as foreign students. Ebi mo ba from Nigeria, be free Guinea, be free Gambia. Bima be se Ghana ha sei na on purpose pa ne se on person on be hye sa adwuma num na ebi eyebi na so on person on be wura Ghana num na sa no matima ye ti bi mu the student status eneba yes bi mu the state student neba Ghana for emayo an so be from Nigeria ba se ya do no a be wura ha se mu students but omo ye so eti Ghana for se mu pekini pa maba mo se immigration for mo de omo ba mu a mo hwe ye na mo monitor omo na no se Ghana ni de se nipa ne be wura mu ko no se yi ani se adwuma obeye se obekọ se wonko ni nyina hayen sa ne ma we mu nyina na akoso se boda no kra no enye niti nkofo enkwe ho papa bia nti obi fa chebe ma wuram no ba no se na masat no kra wo ha kra na aka se nkofo kra bi because of politics nti nkofo bia ko ha omo nim ye bi aba ba gina nsom se mo hunu no na enye fi na fi nkofo hu se so na ni fi o abana anya de na no aye political agenda 2 months to election na crofo bi so ahihye omo de position say your mama mo give your mama bit maba eti painful mo da organized labor no crofo bi o few people bi ana o maye madwe say ihihye be ni ye be to aba na ka be 2 months no ye be man crofo hu say galam say why problem na MPP antimi an solve ayi no omo for omantimi ama yensu say ya de ba hwa ya ha ni aka niam na nyina na demands a omo demand no hwa say the demands omo demand a na ka ban ehwe adi mo chidi asa nka oman ya state of emergency sa de we unim say na anu ya president ma omo ko say position of nkrofobi kra matete say nkrofobi afa ho a omo hye soja atade a omo dwen say yes omo same asay abanidin be hye nkrofo nema declare state of emergency kabaya na NDC soja for na muni ebobon nkrofo atu 2 months to election ya boni pa bese numtu MPP for na ekumo someone enu ya number 1 the whole country so shut down because labor organized labor bia nkwa adwuma GPL to phone kwa adwuma so one kwa taxi for kwa no babenja ndase for kwa adwuma doctor for kwa adwuma a teacher for kwa adwuma Ghana shut down state of emergency go for guram etutuo demonstration koso wo cities yey enim da ebe endi o mo head anka say ye ndakro pe anase na mienu nti nka oba no obetima traso we kire say eyenhyehyɛ pa na nkrofo bi hyehyɛ na minim say omunim kan say state of emergency na kufado on declare eninti no omo the strike no ebe na demonstration ye but me just sad no so no emwa enu ntuso ntina some of us sorry say ye ntra ho ma mungu Ghana because mo personal interest nti no mo pese mo de say Ghana galamsey no ha adwen ha yen na so mo aban na mo de poa no o mo na aboa ma galamsey no aye difficult say be fight enti mo so mo nkasa nche mo no mo nya isa na mo ye no kwaku bo ahia na waka no sese wo say media na say honum no amanfo because I said media no favor opposition no than the aban ye bia no
opposition tuase na aban no
esa mum na aban so transa
opposition tuase na aban no
the tua dey say aban ka wo power so bit matua mo
ene aban na asem
la the man he say he doubted agenda 111 was criticizing it so much free baby do baby no fit aban kra mpo e de bedada amanfo but the wohunu ewo bunu ene doma ankasa mpotem hono he cannot just wait to see say at least he complete be a 50 kra na nurse fo e be fa wo mu doctor fo e be fa mu omomo koto nuane wo honom ene ade e wo honom na de ahohare so abra enkofo and then the concern you say aban we ni ho a the assurance of continuity and also so no say and so ababe play to niema kese a aban na sha say the Swami interchange the Buankra inland port agenda 111 near the na say continuity ye be wi na beto aso and then the economy mood is for so no ababe upgrade your ratings and they say things are getting better. After 54 days near Kotoaba.
My friend, the greatest confession of the century.
the
greatest confession of the century. Because everybody knows the personality of the man.
Yeah.
His political inclination. And if I will say boldly, lineage. You get the point. And so for him to make that objective analysis, it is so exciting to hear. At times, Usam when him say, "Domahine because otherwise, we thought he was more inclined towards the opposition, and you could see the man was being sincere.
Yeah.
And people have even started wondering if the sort of criticism they have criticized him, it is worth it. He has gained some credibility for his statement, because it takes a bold person to look at the face of a party that he has sympathies for and to speak the truth. And I can tell Ghanaians, the man has spoken it all. Sir, ye nim ni a mistake beyond. Posterity will never forgive us. Such an opportunity for Ghana to develop and to advance. Look at the kind of annoy Mampong. Ayi community center bia nana do so yeah. Na me da compare airport o Kumasi ha. Na me bisa mo say my year na say me da so Ghana. Because if you can have such developments dotted around the country, near my 8 years Ghana oba ha hu bia.
Last time you call Bosomchi, I think Thursday. Doctor ya say Duchumdie or say on agenda 111 no, he's not only looking at a newma ebe creating, but he thinks now do timu pose Obama Ghana for a lifespan emu awa because your hospital facilities ni esua nti ama pressure about to the extent that oyare a na wokọ ho no but abrochire de omo facilities ni bebrebe nti wote ho a every 1 month every 2 months onyare kwa wotimi kọ na akoye check up nti bibin go na ebeto wa ne ehuru ntem ne aso ano and that is why abrofo no enyini che no in this agenda 119 but there's a district bia one hospital you can walk to any hospital facility no akoye general check up say bibin po na ebeto ni padua ni mu a ya so ano ntem ma and so it will increase our lifespan.
And then me tie ayi sister station bi no omako muskum ha technical university no interview bi and also on the obeto ama NDC no you business aden also omuba musi hospital bebre omu ya kwan bebre and I was driving, I was wondering a technical university student saying this because of share the kilometers of asphalted roads are MPPIR. So we were 4 years was 17. 4,000 or 17,000. And this university student agenda 111 hospitals, you know, and this boy OCB. Look at the STEM and TVET schools. And so we need to understand these 2 months. We need to tell people that say yeah, na ya nyansa sebe na ya sa kwa mistake bi okoto aba Asante region in particular. All the projects we must start how it was abandoned. Everybody knows. The moment government changed, omudu 10 or sort of end of the work they left those projects just like that. But they were doing things shoddy roads somewhere else, and they thought that they should leave it. Why? Because it's Asante region. And the Kumasi in importem, Asante for Kumasi in importem. Say a person as you nya ahoto ewa abrabom na se yakọ anima, we should watch out when we cast our vote, because projects no must start in the doors ye. The likelihood that the 4 years tenure of Domama or abandon 90%, and it will just be a mama. And yes, Asante region 85%. We can't compromise, because we need to see those things swarming. Interchange, we need to see it. Interchange is 10 years in the grow up. From 92, before 92, 79 or whatever you look at it to now, interchange is any all Kumasi. And then you know, Obesibi, I did why interchange. You basi 4-story or so. Amaye, Mose, you watching it, you got to about Yana, Yama, Kukobun, Ketiaba. I mean, can we be thinking that way as a people? It's a big no. And there be can say politically, the way we have done our politics, we need to beg Ghanaians and make them know. Say yes, Romada. And yet politics per se. But me know me say politics about say humbe he high and in the aba. And he let one moment economics and say mudio say why the one moment here. But they can see the infrastructure, me say, offer airport for.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised where you are. And this is a project. Nana Adonsano. The school are there was in we have difference room. We have old government, you know, block. Now where government schools are do. The difference is quite huge. The quality, the architectural drawings, the intent, you know, it is putting us into a modern society. While the NDC one is putting us into classrooms, they are looking beyond classrooms. Omo pesi you feel say so wa brocheni ya wa ha ye nyina ya sikapra ni bisidan nti hu dan na wa ko abrocheni da mo amatutu kwa munim abrocheni schools, they are not better than what we have here. First na filling station na Ghana there bebre first abrocheni there, and then the classrooms oh there yo ours is better. What does say enti say election way wo a wo so wo adunpama Ghana bia, you have a responsibility to campaign for Alhaji Bawumia. Otherwise, the way a manner the society is structured, yeah, let me can the person young person benya entiasie say ne be ya omwenya political advantage na na say that be we will risk it. Let everybody go to school, let them understand the issues, and then when we meet like this and we are campaigning, and ya fany adu sika ina be ko mo bi adi we hu say akwa we dwunu po eda ni trimuni. But you know how many opportunity to go school. They don't even understand it. Obi aba, yes, obi say yashi musie. Odo afo na pam na yashi musie ko ebetu ya tax. Ebetu tax no obi etimi a nipa ni tisi so otimi agi sase mo yedi. Oda se nipa ni tisi so awada sorry o. No otimi agi sase story wo yedi. Why? Because of ignorance. And na say no my papa. And we be no be e ko school. Mo amanya opportunity akọ SHS no there. It should be a religion. So you are making sure that SHS is not tempered with by the incoming government, also by research in Ghana. Research in say why you our program mobile phone, what the addresses, yeah, the idea gum, what change number of ministers and so do now by research here. We are research and then you go back to factory setting. Let's say go back to independence, they are start from. I mean, we can't afford that because a lot has gone on. If you look at digitization, for instance. My wife phone or two coin no frame must in person transfer scanning in our call account. I picked the phone and just transfer on Sunday. Mostly 24-hour economy. On Sunday, with the phone, now me transfer a equal bank account. The receipt paid into the bank. I mean, this is the Ghana we want. At least we want life to be a little bit easier for us, and that is what Baumia offers. And those tier policies now, yeah, can digitization will be anti-me and grand can be because Baumia can be. And to the can be. That's a whole ban from digitization. We must stop digitization. Why? How can we be so unfortunate? To me, yes, they Ghana for penny for them. Mummy, any mistake. And Yaman and Crawford, we are starting. Say, Mom, 8 years, Ghana be abruchly. Your mom 8 years, drone now, you're starting to introduce you now. Even America, crab is here from Ghana. I mean, what is actually will be that? Said a developing country to me introduce you, not Obibisuya. It only takes visionary leaders to do that. And Baumia cannot be spared in this because Oshim, that this is his brainchild.
Yeah.
Papa no, ni dimina ni bibi say John Mama de yenyi na ehunu da o. Yeah. And from the statements we're making out, he has not changed. He's even worse because first now or can be bima a charge when or say can we digitize kenke? Can we digitize kenke? Now digitization yedi. This is somebody who wants to lead a country. He believes that digitization yedi and the Nema yedi in my country a cost and modern world so who develop country na say Nema yedi dia and Nema come because development is not about what we eat. And then nyame ma nipa suahu ama nipa ebiefu say angels and no be ne yepɛ ha what do I say and no and yesre Ghana for so muntie na muntie ne ye na me ye be start politics na me ma do me quality ne ma MPP I marvel and ti emra na poko kan say adwuma ina nado aye no aye Kwame Nkrumah kra nya ebi no ye omdi na no si bone no apart from CSC or Mr. Kwame Nkrumah, everything he said is factual. That's right. Manya book be my dosu kakra about Kwame Nkrumah ne deputy finance minister say na chiro ye 1965 na Ghana was broke. Last week because of reserves Kwame Nkrumah Ghana was broke 1965. Finance minister. Oh yes. Ghana was broke in 1965. Oh, yes. Was say omusia a cabinet meeting. No cabinet say or traffic and not Obushima Kwame Nkrumah. What do you mean? No, the man, all the ministers will be some say Apobia Sampa. And so towards me back. Or so the Kosuyan or Sambetina. Or Kosuyan or Sambetina. Hey, say the medicine Canava. Because we were given enough money to develop this state. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. So our propagandist kind of politics, Kaji said to man no to tofina Kwame Nkrumah nipa said no and no near no because we are refusing to do politics of realities and there is a nantwia a poncha ka say nantwia befa and no that was the introduction of our problem. Otherwise we should see things happen no because a green book we do baby a green book no or say one road the quiet Akosombo. I mean, we have grown past there. You have pictorial evidence like Dr. Aduchum Ayano, education minister. Who share or your presentation now here. Now be some say, Papa is here 2 years after there's no appointing minister BNT Ghana. Sani mo ebe fine. Let us allow continuity of governance. In fact, one of the disadvantages of our democracy is the 8-year tenure. I say will be about 8 years. And the organized labor crisis will be at the 8 years. Will be made childish thinking. Oh, lecturers. They are telling you they are not aware of the factual development going on in this country. And I wonder the sort of people they are. Say free education, you don't see the value of it. I'm saying why I or see a system maybe be how how on earth can any reasoning person say this? A dear policy pan, you see, so government get me introduce a year pro poverty, a equalization in a society like this one, unless we want to create more imbalances. And now, free for body to choke. Now, you find yourself somewhere, and you have the potential to improve upon it. And maybe if you say no cry enough campaign message.
Dr. Anima?
Yeah. Make come more on Moody's. On say Moody's omuye crophobia omwadwumakuo na omwadwuma omo ya ne se omo de omo mbobosia titru aban omo hwemo na omo hwemo sikasem ya de mo gina ba bia eji se ha de enkrofo a ombobosia no omo hwe se sa standard we awoi level we no hu nyehu e ma bosia obetimatua na ne anema mo de hwe paa ye revenue a wo generate ene wo ka wo de nti wo ka wo de no o me compare revenue this car utim jeje no o mamu o ma compare hwe say je obi kura ma o sika nti wo betima tuani nti o mo hwe na se mo say we de ne kan dose dodo ne kan dose ne sika o raising swa nti no mo do up to low ba bi e wo fam pa fufuro so ko hwe no mo say we de ne sika o jeje no emu ekosoro ana ne kan so nya de ebu no so bebre enti wonu so wo de omo no bosia eye enti no no so am do ato ba bi fufuro enti wo hwe Ghana free 2022 eba no yenya problem pa a je se COVID-19 eno no ye free mu no sa mu disfoi wo mo na do furukumfu omo report ba se Ghana e boy bosia enye ye ni nyina ne se COVID-19 am ye disika esika nyina ani ya budget no so na ye wo huge expectation for expenditure and the revenue no so now we have expectation nye kwa ye say ye di levy no NDC for say hene ha yempene it na heading so o man o mo hwedin za o man yentimi raise enough so o ma Ghana sika wa hwe o timi ntua o mo woni nkrofo no ana nkrofo no o mo di ka ma sika dada no o mo so say musika asema ya dende a se sika no e matua mo hwe na man roll over automatically mo fa ya de amna yan na say o man wa chiri to the point say o mo ye de o ma de ko mo na dollar ni ya hwe de ko tua sa aka no e di hwe say millions of or billions of dollars e mature aban hia dollar adwadifo hia dollar e de adidwa aban so hia bia ko to petrol so na say dollar no asa the reserves nyina ya pra eti yeko ko do say July no dey aman na I say ko di da bia ko do na nyakura na dollar ko be na on the black market name say ko be 20 Ghana cedis ana yeko IMF eninti no samle mu no de omo downgrade ye pasco jo NDC for say omo de yeko junk say omo de ya sekura na de manage ho ne say omo mpanyin ka say hwe mimi no minim o MPP aye aban ye nim kwan asa aban no to fam kura no a ye fa so a
ebe peja
na sifam ebe gina sini na so ba se nipa hudi a ene ye nim sa science na etim di nya nipa because yes Christ kwa na ebe yes Christ obi an Ghana ene ntino ye tika no ma edi ye hwa ye ho but nyame adom or live up to that expectation so sa promise no e di despite say the IMF ye ntimi nko na IMF ye nya ni adade ye na ehia se ye ko IMF because ne sika sem na asa ye ko sa adwa no a etimi ya dollars ba omamu a na nyeye ndi hifa biem ne beko ese ne IMF mo na ene mu didwa ti na de mo na medan mo ne na me adom mo so emu omo so emu no ye bubo no kakran be pim ne no ese ye ka wo hwe domestic debt ankasa nkura sa domestic debt exchange program ni ateso ka via amaye ya sai anya time kakra ebetima asiesie ho akotua sa sika no eno oho ana e ko for dollar de no a nyame adom ma twa bebregu edi do mo twa gu no sa ati interest no kura so amaye asai extended time a ebesa tua amaye no na je say o man ye ho hen ha ye pa edi sa Moody's for no mudi yawu no omo Debi yadru no Ghana I said Ghana say no as your entire development agenda no say uhra your revenue apeja because IMF na kwa no boy me hye nema especially tax revenue ne mra ya hye ma ya adwuma ye say uhwe mu a expenditure na unnecessary bebre no abaya atima ahwe no ho ye please spend bebrebe sa afei yaka no ya de no so yentua ne say ye betua mpokura na enye kakraka se de kan no na da ho no enti no ama ase ye ho he enti no se wo hwe Ghana se wo ma ye bosia has a chances wo ho se ye betimi aye ho bebe e wo say risk no high still sa CAA2 no high still strict high na so no enti se CA ana se CAA3 na ye da no this is a movie 2 they say I'm looking at positive what they say positive enye stable biem can they call IMF assessing the now say stabilize it but they say they move on plus na ekọ anim enti no on mine no eye MPP abanchi say ya odi baye no amamfo so ya no mututu ense mo nko IMF na ho nyame adom IMF no mfa so pa kese abaso a enne kakra omokra che say ye ko anim no ebi start tuatua ye debt no na so tena still an we say ye mba upgrade ye kakra nti CAA2 no ebeko CAA1 afi ni eko B3 na afi ye ko ye nim kakra enti minim say Ghana de say ye kana de no amafo so ya na mo ye dede but kufuo kono sa ayi mudi for hwe pa debt to GDP ratio no mo de hwe pa o ba kufuo kono na 24.64% say your mama ebedi so ne NDC bedi omoko na about 58%.
Wow, that jump.
What I say? And I say ukwana could do by 70% na what do risk zone. And from 58 to 70 no saying. As so about ground no do 2019 nanko for busa ka krebi abaka hon because of condition o kreta maye nti no. Busa ka krebi aban boka hon na fe I risky because ne amaya kwakodu yakodu be sa threshold no. And omde won e buy say ade no say dey zikoni edi na se bia MPP aba na busa ye na busa na NDC fo abo ane take or pay I know anema na egu eso no na wo se tua na maka na do so ti wo busa ka kra bi ka ho apɛ na o kwa ya do risk zone the NDC for the push here to that level the one for ntiase eti nyame adom aban no hyehyɛ nema minim say going forward no dollar we na ebai dollar ebe start abamam because confidence no manfo benya na omo sika omo so omo dollars omo de be hye omam no omo so de beba omo de ba na ma dollar ba more na demand no any supply no atima epe na fe stability of the cedi no abana so again we value kakra chain and then say gold for oil ye gold coin ya aba ni nyina so boa abo ama dollar cedi na nya ahode minim say enchakura o abro swasen say Mahmoud Bawumia to be the president just about 1 year dollar no be from pa
right me la say Dr. Anoma your parliamentary candidate was such a from place drobonso Georgia come na be 2 months ni die je say what the ho ahwemu a ehu ni fi ha chepa IMP waiting Marche.
Brame Joso. Me ho ye.
Constituency to say.
Me dasi we dey betum.
Wan as I won ya kese da nti wo fon kwa ye hu. Tinka ko se obi kan be kase. As a flatic but as me ha me head of difference. Say AA2 say the B2 say.
Who say asrewa. Tam okwaje wansa ho bosiam se onyina na obetua da bia wansa da kanu ada okobi ase de otia na otie no so friend man no megina ne nchen on begina yehu papa yehu ma no se adwendwen nti na ma papa na fonsa
mema de sasa e ma no be no ba na ma na fia esa
constituency to say
yekoso we dem betu me ne me chama na ba na chese me chama edi machiri na adwumaden na yegoso ayeye yegoso maka nneɛma bebree akyerɛ sɛ nneɛma no bi hɔ a yɛmfa ma abɔnten nso adwuma de yɛbɛyɛ yɛbɔ mpa yɛ sɛ yɛbɛbɔ baba no na Alhaji Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ne votes akɔ soro sɛ Chafran Plains sɛdeɛ yɛyɛ no last 4 years no na ɛsi timi for the first time na ba bɛdi MPP hɔ nti yɛni abrɛ paa
first second lady aba hɔ
onya nnum
adwira nyasa kutua
no nyasa mehwɛ pictures no nso so ne nuanom bebree wɔ hɔ a wɔhwɛ n'anim paa nkyama edi ho adanseɛ sɛ meka ne twam kora nkwara nketenkete ɔmtumi de ne nsa kɔ wo Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ni ɛwɔ kaa no ho menam ka kyerɛ wo mente aseɛ na mekɔ community bi na ɔmo me ne dɔk ayi no picture no kwara nketenkete o nam sɛ ne nkwara yɛ ne yɛaka kyerɛ wo nti na mebisa maame nom sɛ sister kunu nam sɛ menam ka kyerɛ wo nkyama ani community kora mekɔɛ no far away a ɔmo hɔ a ɔmo yɛ settlers ɔmo te hɔ bebree nti wɔn yɛ saa no hina wɔn
sɛ sister kunu sister Samira kunu
wɔn nkyerɛ mi na maame no so wɔ sɛ sister kunu kwala o tete sɛ nyɛ sɛ bi a wɔn nyinyini mpo kura na yɛbɛka sɛ ɛna wɔn di mirika ba poster no ho mi poster mi ko nya wɔn gyi ne nyina ma ne san na msa na kyerɛ sɛ papa no nyame na ɛhyira no so last time I tried a publication ne sɛ Samira yɛ mo na ba so mfiri sɛ consultation papa so wɔ yɛ ya opinion so sɛ o medi president no wɔn so di mu akotene paa na adwuma nso a wɔyɛ no Oheneba nwanwa ti me hofo is I ready nim sɛ da obɛyɛ sɛ ɔba sɛ Chafran Plains no yɛsɛ me to me bo ase kɔpɛ ka bɛɛ deɛ wɔ hɔ na me de yɛ nuanom fulanifoɔ no a wɔ hɔ na ba yɛso akɔsra wɔ mama mu ahu sɛ yɛnya integration first paa no na NDC wɔ hɔ a na fulani yɛ ne wɔ mokɔkɔ ne yɛkunkum ne bɛɛ ne na MPP bɛɛ to atwa na campaign na ɔmo de yɛtia MPP sɛ bi a ɔmo yɛbɛpam mo ne ade yɛsi ɔmo ate aseɛ ama ɔmo ahu sɛ mpa Dr. Mahmood Bawumia bɛdi president a na maame Samira nso bɛyɛ first lady a ɛbɛboa ma Ghana ɔmo nso so atumi atena hɔ a ɔmo bɛyɛ ɔmo adwuma a ɛnkɔfɔ ɔhaw biara nyɛ dɛ ma yɛwɔ adwuma a wodua wo nneɛma a ɔmo mɛsɛɛ no na afei yɛapɛ kwan foforɔ a yɛde ɔmo bɛfa so a ɔmo bɛtumi atena ha na ɛmfa ɔhaw biara ma NDC de wokɔ ɔmo bɛkɔ de akɔyɛ campaign sɛ bi a ɔmo bɛkunkum nipa ɔmo bɛsɛ nkurɔfoɔ nneɛma meme hɔ sei bebree na ɛwɔ hɔ but for the past years no sɛdeɛ first no yɛnya incident sɛ bi a wɔyɛ kum wɔyɛ nnuade ne nyinaa kɔ to Oheneba so far no mɛka sɛ yɛhwɛ n'anim sɛ ɔbɛbra na ɔnso so de na no de sɛm abɛkyerɛ sɛ papa koraa ba a nka mepɛ ebi sɛ ɔmo hwɛ n'anim paa nkyɛn de me ne nenam yɛwura to kuro biara mu ama mo ate aseɛ sɛ Dr. Mahmood Bawumia bɛdi president a nneɛma bebree ɛna ɛbɛkɔ so Ghana na yɛkura wɔ sɛ Chafran Plains deɛ yɛkyɛfa bɛyɛ kɛse paa nsɛ ne nuanom bebree na ɛwɔ hɔ a ɔmo hwɛ ne mu nti afei campaign no sɛdeɛ ɛyɛ no yɛ voter no na no mekyɛ man kɔkɔbu obi pono am sɛ gyaegyae ɛpono wei kɔbɔ mu a ɛmu ɔhotwan na meyɛ nipa mmienu nkɔ ne ankɔkyew sɛ wakɔyɛ biribi bɔne ama campaign na meyɛ no ansɛe nti yɛyɛ adwuma me team no nso so ɛyɛ constituency executives no ɔmo bɔ adwuma paa nti Oheneba nneɛma no bi hɔ a yɛ na ɛyɛ misinformation sɛ bi mekyɛ ma me ne nkɔda wura mu sɛ bi a yɛkɔ yɛade a ɛmfamfa so ɛnyɛ dɛ ɛma nti deɛ bi hɔ a ɔmo ntie kakra sɛ for the past 2 months sɛdeɛ wɔkan mehwɛ mu no ɛnyɛ nɛ no kora mbɛfde na mewura fi mete sɛ yɛsɛ yɛakye nkwaa na yɛyɛ mewura yɛakye nkwaa na yɛ maa mewura fi but yɛpɛ sɛ yɛkɔ ne yɛde mfasoɔ yɛ dɛ ɛba ne yɛtumi di akwanya ɛma Dr. Mahmood Bawumia bɛdi president na nneɛma a wɔn ayɛ no deɛ mesuro ne sɛ yɛntumi ani nkonim a yɛde weapon kɛseɛ paa ma NDC yes yɛde weapon kɛseɛ ahyɛ NDC foɔ nsɛm ɛfiri sɛ nneɛma a yɛayɛ ne nyinaa no ɔmmɛsa bɛgyina so a ɛbɛkyɛ paa nsa na Ghanafoɔ ahu sɛ ɔmo nyɛ hwee ɛbɛkyɛ ama Ghanafoɔ ahu sɛ ɔmo nyɛ hwee ɛfiri sɛ drip yi akwan a mebɛ akumawu kwa yi sɛ dikadika kyama ani deɛ bɛyɛ kakra obi kora bɛtumi atena kuma wɔ badwuma ɔkuma sɛ akwaba a ɛkwan no dam hyirin na sɛ yɛdidi agorɔ na yɛyɛ apartyfoɔ yɛanyere yɛ ho anyɛ tumi no yɛsɛ yɛde wei watimi wakame na NDCfoɔ bɛsɔ mu a wɔmanya big weapon a ɛbɛkyɛ paa nsa na Ghanafoɔ ahu sɛ ɔmomɔ ɔmo homɔden ɛfiri sɛ yɛayɛ nnwuma gu hɔ na drip yi nko akora kɛkɛ no sɛ ɔmo sɛ ɔmo ne bɛyɛ adwuma a akurasefoɔ nkuro nketewa mu nyinaa nto aba ma MPP bi ɛfiri sɛ ɔmo de bɛyɛ adwuma ɔmo antumi amfa bi ama mampanin dada akofoɔ di grade akora ba awi akyi ne ehu baabi a ɛwɔ ɛbaa yi na a nightmare nti no mo sha say na mo person mo say papa no free say o mo say dia ye dey be no me ho say community bia meko bia o mo say community here kwa me say na efom kwa kra de be ba bi
mo nta di ni ntem
enti say ya nya ni ntem anyi na ye de bon samrani sa ne amfa anya dwuma na ye ntima wini power no a o mo be so mu a o mo de be ye dwuma ama o mo aka say o mo na de ye de bai enitu ni yesrese ho ne ma bia ka de bia o mo famra na ye ntimi mfanya adwuma MPP ai Oheneba se me dana me da hona me yam hye me se eni ma na do dan kokofo ado eni ye papa laji da kama mu do me abeye se ye ya metroso ni judgment this year bibre besay Oheneba we say ye di adwene ye ne di bae no ehu enim de ne de ye all aspect all facet of the sectors be bi eni wa ye ntache ye omo musu adwuma ye bo mo na no se me ho most about 160 and your mom sewing machines in hairdressing, tailoring, all the equipment in English took so be here. Now, Sandy Menina, I spend this car, you know, matter holding him the policies here and interventions. I bomb of for near here for job creation, innovative way. I create employment here. Near Jama almost say almost I'm a 5 day no more. So we need to consolidate our gains. Now, Yentias said, Yenny bit my Ghana a D. We have all the policies and interventions here. Ababia, who had the Mobrofunia home for MPP Nediba. Name them. Name them. Insurance, Metro Mass. Now, said the Anamita Kulta Bet Einstein was a move away from negative people. They always have a problem of every solution. You be a Dubai, you be in how much for us. Now, no crab, there may come in some grass, see freezing in the house from Nedibai. No, can we not say, Sabi? What you want out here? When are they buy? And I will far hoka. She said, penny phone tare, my man who you want to make a ton tare. She said, trousers near UTC Krum say, a year 419. Policy, Amasika Akubi FE. It has been described as one of the poverty reduction strategies here. By the Mexico for near here for a day. I say, in the long term. None me conclude me chama de ultimate. Krubia me kubia mi bisa se wa ko free senior high school peja wonsa krubia no abekọ so awunya bi enu akola ba ko kruba ko kama onu abe share testimony say ni mi kama ndi kro no so be kama sana
kro ndi say
kama na mo ho na gi free ho na ju be 9:30 pm na ye kansem na ye ka kwan na do dan kokofo do be wa bo ahiafo a moborofo kenye sa free senior high school kan kola bi nkubi ba ko de o kan ye me ya ne se onu ni nya admission na o so we jai wo ko dofu se de ni nuanu nketu akra be ko GHS ene wetimi akọ senior high school a we wi a wo be tertiary akọ enu ntina Georgia come policy wo constituency wo nyina high school almost about 120 something people ma pad mission mo ne nkuru mu me kwa ankola no me lezo na me ko kuru ba ku suyim akola na twa A1s one na edi nanim ma shene bo se nesi admissions across obeko university ma ye me ye nso so ndi ya na obi fi say school no hu hia kuya ni timi ko school and school ni nso so timi ye kuya
yeah
so vice versa ndi so ne farming we want to have precision farming yeah. Precision farming say yes first o koto peti aburo no bag say ni binya eno kwa o mu anim say me bias e kase ya ye binya aban no so mo asene o de ada farming inputs ba fertilizers nom ne sa enema e bebo amakuafo na nyi o mo adwuma nti se ye we nyina awie na maamefo a o mo so nya sika bi bua ma o mo mako school nyamna mu bia o mo so ye adwuma na no hwe wayi nkora ya form a o mo no ekoyi nyuma wo bi ni security fo ekoko institutions mu o mo hiansa ne dwuma ne ade a ni nyina ya de a aban na bo ne homodi but said the bia mekan an empty stomach is not a good political advisor said the bet Einstein kind it's not a good political advisor so you say you be hear ye funu nko ade a and you be kasa aban bia anya hwe and it has been there since time immemorial na no ne panimishia ye di nkomo ne ye ka was 1964 ena ne ma meka chenze o man ni mu odin o si
1964
ena ne ma meka chenze o man ni mu ayedi
lawyer just said say Kwame Nkrumah 65 the minister chenze Ghana is broke
look when we say consider me lawyer me 1964 papa na catch ne say 1964 no be catch me gwa mentie ena o say o man ni mu ayedi ba Oheneba The bia me catch me ba was a metaboso. We need to always juxtapose between the standard of living and quality of life. The quality of life have improved. Wow. Including Grana Canyon so. Including Grana school ni ho. Including Grana hospitals ni ho. And they be ho. Ye triashim. And a debia so a loss bia goes with risk. So pay the kodokodi first and Kenya maybe to say, yeah, my woman go to a home at the boat in on the boat. Into a cotton at the boat and a boy, and they will be to change the way this Ben Fraser. Before we could turn on bed,
be the bone street.
Into open say, when you are the affair, yeah, you so condition a patch of Moncotobi. And I made them Michelle. And I don't talk about the Catholic. Never Michelle. I heard the makers as all talk. I am patch of mentoring, Mr. Oh, I have mentoring. The Canadian say, best Ghana for say, you heard foundation.
I remember this was good Piamum.
Come as a man. I didn't know what you animal consideration. Nasa way to the good food basket of inflation. And so look at Tower can boy was inflation across. Then if I do the Tower Bisa. Why never go crowd be on to when you shall wait. But Nina the good can also cry about Cheminas and Comedians. Said be the bone street in the Kenya say Nanado Danko Kufado said you do a man where near him up. Now we share baby a diabidru. Ni baby a large Dr. Mahmoud Bomia person betrust ni vision a sabbath teacher. With the money that's so. Say Peter Drucas, if you want to predict the future, create it now. Until you predict here, you say near you and it does all sectors. Now we share and she share walk. Say credit scoring in near the dinner and microphone kind of quackle. When you move fast, why I did the bar. Now you know your teacher first. They say you're senior me at first and call secondary school soon at the Hopano. Ube kona car back up in his way, no crown, head teacher, and I headmaster, Homer. Aye, and no car will be a use go and what to. They say, crowd, yes, I say, who are fees will be to my money behind this, something that in what form. CC there 1.2. Oba, Rabbi said him living on my penny that I could for never home. The Pia, mining, agric, education,
fire service.
In all sectors, where institutions here, yet me a shimukina, the Pia, and the Jinan and Aso. Now, when the idea to trim Cassiani, digitalization, a hope and a game changer, and Nipadodo and in Coho. And until yearly foundation said, we are going to create about 1 million people. Send a bear or move it to me, and Yakonya Nasa Juma Bar, or Musuenya Biaye. Yakoya and Muher report to our air bar, the Biamico to the World Bank report of 2016, was say people of about 57% start losing their jobs because of ICT. And until yes, you will be free until you say, you're more monty. Now, Omuntim, dear, on between their Buana, baby, Eddie, or man, if you went to my church, and Fasutie and a bum. None will say back here and lunch citizens app. And you may woman, yeah, it's a centralized database here. Ye piano that are not stand alone, which now, you're coming enough and do to me, your Quenya Nasa, Ubu. It has become ubiquitous. I'm saying comparable for Kese 24/7, time and place. The beer will be able to Nabana to Kese. Until a bassa will be a productivity. Say, Crofuja, the Giaco sunlight, Namia, the dinner, a becofum. Sometimes Crofu and yes, be a Boapayan or me. But could delight should be a say 1 hour in Lu, so and Crofonum with trees, the sun near my boca. And no TV now for up, be also between that light, hospital bills, a thing, and generally baby or minor didn't equal. Since the catcher said we'll be moving to another dimension, we are friend Internet of Things, Union of Mawaha. Internet of Things, and they say, you be a ye be a no bear for class near the befa. They do who we are at the efficiency and what they say productivity about. So that was a catcher was a Krubu, of course, enya fe no bi bedwa wasum se ka na esi so ndi obi nkodum no ofiri dem ho ana no adu ni nyinaa ye niam a ye di gu akwam a ye be hyehyɛ betimi ama oman no niam bi a ye se no wastage ye wa system nim nyinaa ye dey afiri ho nti ye nkakra na oman bia no so je se otofa pim na da bia maka che se consistency in governance no so e ka hu bi emma oman ni di ye ba ye ne de ye so aba we nya de na yakeka nsem saa na yato aba ti aba no nti da bia metaka che se political misinformation disinformation is a threat to good governance saa ne ye 2008 yakeka ya se the NDC ye ho moto do mbe ka bi ebebu se o mse mo so nya kwanya besum de wo sa be kra de ni madwuma a wo ye a yija o ma ne hye wo nsa wan mo ho modin a sabi dum so e baaye school for a na ye mo msika nkakra mo brofo bi obi free search from prince awaba na e bi a wo ma me etumenye school fees ama no say allowance kura me dua ni nyina ni discourage enkwara no mo school ene teacher for ye show mu kina professional allowance ye pagem ena yes increase the number of teachers and so create employment first who come school na ye me share say me share the training na me share the 3 classes different classes class 4 class 5 class 6 edin pass because na teacher for ni ho ene ya fa bi egumama ni pana doso na me community ba come say teacher for ho 25 you hear the people's teacher ratio apeja ni nyina so ebua mankwara na desua na so ye de ekosoro ndo hene baba na bon humoti yentimi nkase ya ni nyina even baby a be fa free ye ene ye korekwa mu nyama etoto ye no senkanye na na do danko akufo his excellency ena no wasi nkete se media kwan bi a mefa so a memo manfo adi ye bia ko be okra nka be gene nsema mo akohoni mu ko be kohoni mu because ya titi bi pay but wasi there bi se nipa pa be hre ne nkwade ye mma nipa ntenase na se ye ko akwa ye chebe ye o mani ya ye e ho ne ye dia bai and we hear the PC peg post covid program for economic growth enu nyina ka hu ni abeduru sei enti se obi te ho no fi se kwa se e bia ifitinya ni abeduru sei ya enye saa enhihye pa ba ye unse ye di programs yi ba ye na bi ha ye se ntie adwuma efo bi akatua so especially MMDCs e nya akwantuo ye nya ayi chiche coupons chiche eni saa ne ma ni nyina ne kan ya ye nya afapem but nanka that time no call the global market and you have very tighter requirements of so ko jibusia eniema e bata ho no a county ni nyi bi ba nyame ayadum amene yetimeti esikwa so policies it is a good for all you ni nyina baaye ye ni nyina eniema bibri NMPP aya se kase ye bo hu dewra bebo ndinam se afia bai obia nko ne mpesu aso uye dia ya community bia no na do dan kokufo do hu akoko ko gina no so ne yetoto constituency den ya kekambom dia ba national am yet be di nkunim almost every district or constituency enya ne chefa me no ka say me ho ade ba ko a na ye nightmare me betina ha bo so pampa tonfo ba bia wo bo bia na ho hia no me network me no ka say sabi network is almost completed wo fumsua it's almost completed at Akuma. And you know if you want the satellite na ko bo ho aka say de kanea e be bo ho ne atwa jatum e mesrem ma me osra say de aka bia no hwe no nyama te say sene so die anti ye gusu aye ko na drip no enso so be pie kira afi ye kwa ne ye no mo kasa wo hwe agenda 111 ya yenso so ye never made ye nya ye chefa ye nya district hospital fe is almost completed still munyina betwitwa ho mfoni nti yeso ye nye ye chefa o kan nti ye niam Oheneba we nu ye de chichiro man ya na obi person ka ye beda sori no na ban ni discabbage shi obi enye sa na tie se economy ni gine yi a obi adwuma wo ye bia no ekọ wa no enti na ban no create enabling environment se adwadifo ni ade nyina no betimi aboa na omo so adidwa na omo de bia ye de wo se omo de ye nti the economy is very heterogeneous obi a wo chefa obi a wo ba bia ne hawo edwum ma omo hawo school for teacher for ubia sectors bia oba transport sector wa honso so abana ya de so we time na be February mo ho na inflation rise akodu about 54.1 na nkenkrofo kase ya nkrofo na inflation ati abafom ni nyina ya bana nhyehyɛ ye pa ntimpani se amfo na kyerɛ ne ntoaso ɛno nti ne yɛsrɛ sɛ kakra no ayɛ no ye nuanom bi anya ho mfaso a ene yi nyina no yɛtimi ta akyire no yɛhwɛ so ne nto abapa ɛma sɛbe MPP nyintimi international MPP tena ba mu cha ha no a yɛkeka sɛ yɛbɛsɛ burukyire no ɛbɛsɛ but me ntie na mboafu ni ade because George Nathan say bad officials are elected by good people who do not vote and what you say won kotu fe wan kotu no bi ko yi oban bi ma wa wan hwe yi a na wo so ba bikuta hwehwe ye nyina ye mwa na ye nta MPP achi ye nkasa internal issues or say they almost resolve where ya mwa dawroma oba shanti region o mo badwuma pa
Ubo Mudis are not cheap of friend. Nathan, we're whining.
Let me walk back and come home.
I am the cock on just
every friend such a
yes. What's one side to me?
Martin, do you have one of the that's right. You can be site to me. Site to come from my site. See, you team no so as then you and mom so boy. Sometimes you go hire me person the better to go. Nipa bebre boa such a fan place for pa ebrepem no ye be ba no ya bebo ma baso na me na chairman so as na mpanifo no bebre ase djuma omoye de boa safi no ye betima GC bebre wa Shanti region ha nchia me party chairman rufai ni omomaka me DC so bo djuma gidigidi pa honorable Hamidu Sulemana me chairman sorry rufai Zakaria me chairman such a fan place chairman no
okay, Dr. Maya, sorry, and then a second lady or constituency. Oh,
Bajuma.
Let's say,
in fact, Manco, Nami Monita, we crop for now, or much as say, and this for the Janico Sichet Massy. Because Omuntimintra and Treasure, Omuch said their corner, no say, eh, about some boy yaba. What the idea, the Nisha, I who say, ye will lose you, and they say, Bitra, and Omofa Kavi, and Omokota Sichet Massy. Omot and Sana. Second degree na djuma no na mo de koye mo de ba o mo fie the me bon pa say obaba ye the same thing was a from plains
yes
na how there e bia na samre na
obaba
nyina en be ko
say Dr. Ra Bunu East and
yeah
11 constituencies and you know I think it will be 3 days and na ebeye we are obaba smako oti and then filter we are not oba Shanti region.
Yeah, some of them no Obiaka.
Yeah, we are Shanti region Okoya the next day Adia will come for the second feast.
Okay.
On Subesaba until Obano Bako other constituencies now here come now Wontumi Uncle. Yeah, Tino. You go to say you're doing the speed.
So what I cast my lawyer.
And I call a unity with the second lady.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good. Now, let me commend the chairman Wontumi, for the sort of speeches that he gave. In fact, he demonstrates the ability and quality. We can say, what's can environment and all the block speech? You can imagine. I mean, he spoke so well, factual, accurate.
Yes.
And we are no be able to. He addressed the issues. And it was exciting, especially the Zongo community. They were all over. They were excited that Hajia was there. And Obikache said, last election, Omoba Krumo, Nippon buy and it's a mobile times 100 the buy. Yes, they were all around her. And it is a good sign. Sir, yeah, elections and trend in the best sign tremendously this time.
Yeah.
Right. Those years are all disadvantage, you know. The candidature of the vice president, the wife, you know, had the huge impact. You better watch me.
Yeah.
No, I reset the economy. No, that's how I go get no, that the man Crawford na Okada, yeah, Okada. And only an understanding of nation building. So, Obisu say, Obi making sure say, car you between the Quran because of the cost of fuel or introducing electronic cars. near to me reduce cost of expenditure on fuel and transport. I mean, if you compare these two policies, it would be a big mistake. Say, be careful. Especially the youth. Many youth, I was surprised because I presume all of them knew about Ghana politics. It's not like that.
Yeah.
And you may have from Roy's time, a back or 4 by in baby anymore. Some of them were alive, but they were young. They didn't know anything. To say Ghana, I didn't say, oh, yeah, sure. And this year, Mama, or not Ghana. Can you tell me that we celebrated Ghana? Mama is the only president under the 1992 constitution. The first term, you butu, no, you butu kitwa, 1 million difference. Now, besides, do you know why? It's because we were so uncomfortable. Yes, or never. But life was quite difficult. Yes. And the woman can say, "Then Ghana head in here." And yet, because we know your far council, yeah, asphalted road 17,000 kilometers, 4,000. Hospitals, yes, see agenda 111. You have a commission 50 or 60 and sending a trauma. Send John about me hospital back. Or more bomb once of when you see the car back home, Baku to you. KJ market grab must say, woman, you know. Or more every year. We hear central market, the size of the market. Now we can get investment here or central market is bigger than KJTIA.
Yeah.
Let us do the analysis properly and tell people that we are working harder than they did. Airport you see any term or could be a source international airport. No. Go and see for yourself what is happening there. A Joe said, who compare sector by sector, MPP are yet a million times than NDC. And then out here this maintain my adverts. Maintain so my advert on bomb recorder. On my adverts, so we departed from saying that we built 10 hospitals. Because the bar they can't stand it. I just said the records are not there in their favor. MPP na and Wontumi near Twasu. Yet Twasu.
Sorry. Over the weekend, is it Saturday or Friday? This accident is CEO East Legon. Prophet Salih from Maku. Neba. 16 years. Yeah. 16 years. And all driving. Say ne senior brother aiding the birthday into Yasman Zon Kotonema and Famra. No, for your crashing the other car na and the permit my neba girl Omuno Efri Muno on the spot now the car caught fire and it burned beyond recognition. In fact, me tremu any 30 minutes and that incident no is 16-year-old. People are saying say Papa can be held responsible Akola at that age. So what driver's license only be near the car small and that what are the law?
No correct. Say wo Akola near minor now sumana offense no committee and no committee. So because the Juvenile Justice Act no be deal with the child. Koya Akola and the law reckon say Akola there you ntwina say no people nyina so. But what the car man so that act is also serious. It's an offense. And it's rather unfortunate. Say see most parents you're victim you're culprits. You want some Akola under 18 need license. What kind of money still on the mom. And they are big lessons to Ghanaians. Let us make sure. One say apart from that accident we see here.
Yeah.
It a day back up and person Christopher. Yeah, bunko to your bomb pine, yeah, focus and cremofo. Any omo judicial radons, yeah, mompire against those things. We be them say Brunia be a mind, the euphoria of Xmas is not around.
Yeah.
And you won't have a banner, a political, and Christmas. The rituals that politicians have been performing during elections, let us stand up and pray against it. And all as so say, yeah, and commissioner when the concentrating. Let us pray against those things. Because the trend and say continue, we will lose lives. And it will not help the country. Accident, unnecessary accidents. It's not what it is accident. But suddenly
Saturday now not VIP bus on the spot.
Election related accident. Let's be frank with ourselves. Near Mompire in Tia to me be a man who no person nyamoja sack no timima will be political advantage. Whoever is behind it, meaning say but for now there, let us protect the youth, let us protect our citizenry from this unnecessary. Life is made up of the spirit and the physical. And to would mean physical and one say spirit in the media. Political leadership should also consider the spiritual aspect of life. It's a national may organize all night. In the father's called 28th
of this month,
October. Maybe I will just I'm mobilizing 500 pastors.
500 pastors.
Yes, will be a bokola.
Wow.
May I hear all night change Bompire Magana. That is the contribution we can make spiritually towards this.
Wow.
And to please, everybody, even in baby, but it's not confirmed. My boy announcement.
Sure. Some announcement and artists can name.
I bet you about this.
Despite yes, a bonfire. Be every individual we are responsible for your own safety. One kasa ho Bible. Nti wo hwe we are Jesus drone political party whatever akofano emfa wo so. To be a start to hwe hu so ya e be boy a chen pai bon keke.
Anyway, where am I chatting mama me chatting mama ko. Mama ko mama chatting no.
Yeah, mama ko man.
Sinya me show mu nyina. Me do mase. Chama na we the one to him to am chama we say complete me dey file so na that party for nyina ase. And be house to house.
Okay.
The one so ankasa Mondays dey ya enko asket ntine you fear. You be house to house. Ntine nyina mu nyina amra 5 p.m.
House to house.
Yes.
A channel many who start here so they watch mama.
When you nan mu dia ba kono manyi
a piece no fa baby na so fa baby. La mumra. It's sorry, a chila, you baba to us.